Of San Juan City, dito ipagpapatuloy ni Coach Randy Alcantara ang planong i-extend ang series na ito. But on the other hand, the Pampanga Giant Lanterns are eager to seal this series and write their own history. Reign or redeem, this is your Mpbl North Division Finals.
Yung aming journey papunta rito sa Division Finals, dumaan kami sa butas ng karayom. Nais ko rin sabihin kay Governor Delta, handang-handa kami at hindi kami atras.
Will stops, mid-range, yes. Here's Orlan, forward pass, Kalisan, the easiest 2 points of the night for Mike.
Yung San Juan hindi pumunta rito yan para magpatalo. Pumunta dito yan para talunin tayo. So, kailangan natin paghandaan talaga.
Arvin Taiwan, three-pointer, that's good. Double cross, but Mazar inside, he misses, got his own board. Still no basket, Bahio, basket and one. The box on Pampanga, you have the number 1 rebounder in Bounty Balazar, and then you have JB Bahio creeping from behind. Serrano spins, Encho Serrano scores! Spider-Man 3! From the corner, it's Arvin Santos. JB Bahio drives, Bahio hangs and misses, but Balti was there for the cleanup. Team number 1 belongs to the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. For just the first game in this series, it's only the beginning. For Coach Dennis Delta Pineda and Coach Randy Alcantara. It is another beautiful night for Philippine basketball as we give you your continuing coverage of the 2023 Mpbl playoffs. And tonight, we are coming to you live from the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center, the home of the Mpbl's second season champions, the San Juan Knights. But now, their backs are against the wall because they are fighting for survival as they try to advance to our national finals. It's good to see the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center jam-packed once more. The last time that we saw a crowd like this was last year when they were up against Nueva Ecija. But now it's JB Bahio who's coming off of a 14-point and 11-rebound performance. He was the best player in game number 1 of this series. He's going to go up against the franchise player of the San Juan Knights, Orlan Momar, who struggled from the field, only 3 out of 15, but he did score 14 points with 7 assists. That guy was a missing link for the San Juan Knights. Nico Panganiban had the worst plus-minus, minus 14, only scoring 2 points in 16 minutes of play. Let's see if he can redeem himself as we have our storyline of reign or redeem. This is game number 2 of the North Division Finals between the Pampanga Giant Lanterns and the San Juan Knights. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Mix Gomez at your service, and I'm happy to be back with the one and the only Coach Louie Gonzalez. Coach Louie, I'm sure you've been watching this series. You watched game number 1 from the sideline. I'd like to get your thoughts about this matchup between Pampanga and San Juan.
Oh, it's always been nice to watch teams that, you know, napakalalim ng winning tradition, and I think both teams right now represent that. Okay, both San Juan at itong Pampanga, alam naman natin kung yung mga backers nito, yung organization nito, alam mo yun, hindi basta-basta magpapatalo.
Now, as important as this game is to everybody, we have 2 courtside reporters present for us, and why don't we find out who they are representing for tonight, beginning with Mika Abisamis. Mika, good evening.
The Phil Oil Eco Oil may be home to the San Juan Knights, but this will not hinder the Pampanga Giant Lanterns to take home the division championship to Pampanga. Sabi nga ni Governor Delta Pineda, gustuhin man daw niya, nandoon tayo sa Brensguiao Convention Center, kahit saan na daw, basta mag-champions. Anyway, may dala naman daw siyang 11 buses of fans.
Well, these Kapampangans have always been present all season long, and there's one thing for sure, Coach Louie, they're going to be loud tonight cheering for their squad here inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. Now, we also heard the voice of Sydney Crespo already as our teaser for today. So why don't we find out what she has in store for us? Sydney.
Magandang gabi, Mix and Coach Louie at lahat ng ating mga kaliga. Ako nga ay magre-report para sa San Juan Knights, no? Alam niyo kung anong maganda na magkasama kami ni Mika ngayong gabi? Nakikita namin ang maraming bagay dito sa ating game number 2 mula sa dugout hanggang dito sa loob ng court. Marami akong mga kwento tungkol kay Coach Randy at ilan sa ating mga key players from game 1. Abangan niyo yan mamaya.
Alright, so it's Sydney Crespo for the San Juan Knights and Mika Abisamis for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Now, Coach Louie Gonzalez will be breaking down our playoff bracket to see where we are in the 2023 Mpbl playoffs. Coach, what's happening so far?
Okay, we're in the division finals already. Itong Pampanga, alam mo yun, swept all the way. Yung kanilang match-ups from the Northern Division, they swept itong Marikina, then they swept also itong Batang Kankalo. Now, in San Juan naman, it's the same. Pero, you know, with San Juan, yung baon nila, mix maganda yung experience. They know how to win, especially at this stage of the tournament.
Well, San Juan, after all, is a champion team already here in the Mpbl. And even though they're going up against the toughest teams that we have, one might even argue that they've had the toughest road so far entering the North Division Finals. Let's see though if they can step up here in game number 2 against the team that you mentioned is still undefeated, the lone undefeated team in the 2023 Mpbl playoffs. Now, from that undefeated team is a guy who stepped up in game number 1, the lone Cebuano in the galaxy of stars of Pampanga, JB Bahio.
Oh, you know, this guy is a big-time player. I played against him in the collegiate ranks. Pero, you know, ito, isa bang maganda kasi nangyari dito sa Pampanga na na-notice ko. Though may mga movements ng mga players, they were able to acquire key players. Alam mo yun, ang naging magandang effect nun, they just got better. Alam mo yun, yung chemistry na every game na pinapanood ko sila mix, nag-i-improve lang sila as a team. And right now, especially that performance in game 1, Justin Baltasar scoring again a double-double, but not an easy feat. Okay, 2020 yun. Hindi yun madali.
Yeah. That was the 7th 2020 performance of Baldi Baltazar in the 5th season of the Mpbl. And JB Bahio's emergence is basically why Louis Sangalang is comfortable coming off the bench for Coach Dennis Delta Pineda. On the other hand, a guy coming off the bench for San Juan is Marvin Taiwan. He stepped up big time in game number 1.
Oo, alam mo yun, it's Marvin Taiwan being best, a superstar in his role. Pero sa akin he did 20, talaga napakalaking tulong for San Juan. Pero this is a bit concerning for the San Juan. Alam mo yun, kasi parang sa akin, yung match up mo with Pampanga, if you have Marvin Taiwan, and you know, you need to play Orlan Wamar if you're Coach Randy, para bang masyadong magiging dehado na kayo in terms of height.
Okay.
Na alam mo naman natin, ika-capitalize nitong Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
Alright, so if you're not too satisfied with Marvin Taiwan stepping up for San Juan, but I'm sure you're a bit proud of him as well, no, for Coach Randy Alcantara, then who do you want to step up for the Knights in this game?
Oo, siguro it is Nico Panganiban. I want to see him perform. Kay far cry yung performance dito ni Nico nung game 1 nila, pero alam mo yun, nandun pa rin naman sila sa sa laban na yun. It's still close, though itong Pampanga started very well, and after that parang naging play ng catch up na lang. That 4 points hanggang matapos, ayun na yung naging resulta ng laro. So let's see, kung makaka-contribute ng mas marami itong si Nico Panganiban, baka maiba yung storya at magkaroon tayo ng game 3.
Well, I did ask Nico what happened to him in game number 1, and he said nanibago siya dahil nga naman may Balti Baltazar who's trying to contest his shots on the floor. So why don't you break down the rest of the numbers in game number 1? Coach Louie, what stood out for you in that matchup?
Oo, alam mo yun, itong Pampanga defeated San Juan 86-82. Pero ang mabigat dito is in the rebounding section, yung rebounding department, medyo malaki yung lamang nitong Pampanga, and also the bench points. So, napakalaki if San Juan, we know that they're depleted already. Maraming players na inawala. Pero, you know, that's why you always appreciate system.
Yeah.
The system must all go for tonight para dito sa team ni Coach Randy Alcantara.
You mentioned rebounding, and you mentioned when they have Marvin Taiwan and Orlan Omar on the floor, lumiliit ang San Juan. Is that the main cause of the rebounding disparity?
Oo naman, and imagine just out from 2 players, 34 rebounds already. Okay, 20 rebounds for Justin Baltasar, 14 rebounds naman para dito kay JB Bahio. So this is gonna be exciting mix. So let's see kung ano yung magiging adjustment nito ni Coach Randy Alcantara para masolusyonan yung kanyang problema in terms of the rebounding.
Right, there you have it. Thank you so much for indulging us, Coach Louie Gonzalez, with your analysis. But now we are ready for game number 2 of the North Division Finals as we turn you over to Richard Campos.
Our jam-packed action begins as we bring you the game 2 of the best of 3 North Division Finals here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. The Pampanga Giant Lanterns took 1-0 lead against your San Juan Knights. This is Manny Pacquiao's Mpbl Season 5 presented by Extreme. Let's meet the starting lineups. First, the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, AMG3 Construction. At guard number 2, Archie Concepcion. Power forward number 7, JB Bahio. Guard number 11, MJ Garcia. Coming
Presenting the starters for game number 2 of the North Division Finals. We have MJ Garcia, Archie Concepcion, Justin Baltazar, JB Bahio, and Arwin Santos for Pampanga. And then we have the original 5 for Coach Randy, Orlan Mamar, Nico Panganiban, Zach Juan, Adrian Docum, and Michael Calisan. Remember, in game number 1, it was Joseph Ubalde who started the game for Coach Randy ahead of Adrian Docum. But now, this was the lineup, Coach Louie, that they used against Nueva Ecija and against Makati, I suppose, and that proved a lot of success for them. Do you think this is a good move by Coach Randy?
Okay, I think Coach Randy Starkey, right from the get-go, wanted to set that pace already. He knows that if he will play itong Pampanga Giant Lantern sa half-court mix, baka magkakaroon sila ng malaking problema.
Right now, it's JB Bahio attacking. No basket, man down. That's a foul on Baltazar.
And you know it's gonna happen. You know, talagang in order for you to stop a player like Justin Baltazar, anywhere in the court, you need to put a body on him, Migs.
And imagine if San Juan can actually bring Balti into foul trouble for this game.
Exactly. And siguro, ayun yung pinakamalaking wish mo if you are San Juan.
To establish this game, thank you everybody for watching. This is game number 2 of the North Division Finals. San Juan is fighting for survival. Pampanga is looking to advance to the national championship. Orlan Mamar with the first basket of San Juan.
And you know, ito yung sigurado na parang makikita ko adjustment knowing Coach Randy Alcantara. Kung sino yung mga player na gusto niyang matanggal sa laro, ayun yung aatakihin niya.
Arwin Santos. Contested well by Nico Panganiban. And here's Adrian Nocum. Nocum drives. Nocum misses. Offensive rebound. Calisan with a putback.
What a start for San Juan. Ito yung sinasabi natin eh. The system is in place already. Now, if all system, alam mo mag-go talaga, mahirap kalaban sila. Especially if you have their crowd with them right now here in a jam-pack San Juan Arena.
Again, the last time that we saw a crowd like this here in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center, it was exactly last year, Game 2 of the North Division Finals between San Juan and our eventual champions, the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. The crowd is also interacting with each other as we have some Pampangans present in San Juan. Hindi naman magpapatalo ang San Juaneños. Balti for 3. No bounce. Rebound Nocum. In this series, it's also been talked about that in terms of the bigs, it's advantage Pampanga. But in terms of the guards, it's advantage San Juan.
Totoo yan. On point ka there, Migs. Kasi hindi mo talaga pwedeng i-set up. Okay. Sa tingin ko, titignan natin kung sa lahat ng mga scramble situations, if itong San Juan will attack itong Pampanga right away.
Here's Archie. Concepcion down the middle. Archie misses. Rebound. MJ Garcia. He lost the ball. Numbers for San Juan. Panganiban on the move. Panganiban all the way.
And as expected, ramdam mo na agad yung pagkakaiba. Kaya Pampanga started strong in game 1. Itong San Juan playing in their home court. Parang sobrang grabing energy.
Arwin Santos in trouble. Almost a turnover. 7 on the shot clock. Mamar with the block. Recovery. Mamar gets the ball. Orlan surveys. Orlan passes. And there's a foul. Wow, it's that loud that we can't even hear the whistle on the court.
Exactly.
Let's see what happened. This is the guy that you've been wanting to step up, Nico Panganiban.
So, Nico knows. Kasi sa akin naniniwala naman ako, alam ng player kung ano yung responsibility niya.
Missed by Zach Juan. Rebound Pampanga. Here's Archie Concepcion. Archie hangs and misses. Pampanga remains scoreless here.
Oo.
Almost 3 minutes gone by. Panganiban. That's too strong. Back and forth we go.
And if you're San Juan, you know, you're gonna give that to Nico because, you know, if he gets his confidence back, ang laki ng may tutulong nito.
There's 2 points now for Pampanga, courtesy of MJ Garcia. It's 7-2. Orlan calling for horns. There's Zach Wang. Field goal shooting not at 50%. And that should be reversed in favor of San Juan.
And, you know, only 3 minutes, only past 3 minutes in this game, you can tell already kung grabe yung bilis nitong game na to. Ang dami ng possessions ng parehong kupunan.
Zach Wang just scored. It's now 9-2. Concepcion to Garcia. Down low. Was that a turnover? It's out of bounds in favor of Pampanga as John Lloyd Clemente now checks in.
And you're gonna like, let's see this shot by Zach Wang first.
At your point, Coach Louie, you're gonna like?
You're gonna like kung ano ginagawa ni Michael Calisaan working on Baltasar. Kasi importante talaga is you push Justin doon sa kanyang comfort zone.
But now, let's turn you over to Cindy Crespo for her report about San Juan.
Matapos ng ilang palakpak sa loob ng dugout, ang unang tanong ni Coach Randy Alcantara, kaya pa ba? Kaya pa ba natin? Simpleng tanong, simpleng sagot. Siguradong San Juan Knights na meron pang natitirang laban sa kanila. We can't deny the hardships that they had to overcome starting from Makati to the defending champions. Ika nga ni Coach Randy, body language will dictate their game. Mapa semi-finals o division finals man. For them, they are the underdogs in this series. Kaya kahit na si Orlan Mamar na punong-puno ng tapang sa playoffs, napangiti na lang pag pinag-uusapan ng depensa ng Pampanga. Halo-halo raw ang nararamdaman ni Orlan ngayon. Haba at excitement pero kailangan maging sharp sa sistema ni Coach Randy. Tignan natin paano niya sisimulan ang gabing ito. Mix and Coach Louie.
That's a nice report. Thank you, Sydney. You gotta love the tone of Coach Randy Alcantara, which I know you're very familiar with. Sometimes you have to go that tough love route.
It just makes yung experience ni Coach Randy Alcantara being in this situation so many times already. He knows na yung pressure is not with them anymore. It's with the other team, itong Pampanga. And again, the hardest game to play is you're gonna close out an opponent.
Now, Coach Louie, we have your keys to victory for the Giant Lanterns.
Starlight, Starbright. You know, okay, Starlight, if Justin Baltasar will, alam mo yung uulitin niya yung kanyang performance. JB Bayo, Arwin Santos with this efficiency, okay, everything. If they light it up, okay, everything will be bright for the Giant Pampanga, for the Giant Lanterns. The killer's instinct. And again, dapat alam nitong Pampanga, going to this game, hindi magiging madali because you know, you're going up against a team whose backs are against the wall. So they're gonna come out strong and they're gonna give it all. So start strong, finish stronger. Pero at the moment, yung iniisip natin nung nangyari nung game 1 na Migs, iba eh. It is now San Juan who started strong. Pero let's see if Pampanga later on will finish stronger.
That's right. To your point, Coach Louie, in the first 5 minutes of game number 1, it was 13-2 in favor of Pampanga. This is complete reversal of fortunes happening in front of us as Archie Concepcion is fouled. And now, as everybody calms down, why don't you break down your keys to victory for San Juan?
Pace and tempo and exactly just what the doctor said. Itong nangyayari sa start ng ating game. Ang daming possession, ang daming atake sa scramble, all shots are being challenged. It's quick. Kaya ito yung maganda yung ginagawa ng San Juan. Battle of the boards. Ito yung sinasabi na natin kailangan masolusyon nila ng problema. And if itong front line, though depleted, kung lalaban ba talaga and make it rain. Okay, yung three-pointer, alam natin, malaking weaponry yan ng San Juan Knights. So let's see, playing in their home court, wherein they're more comfortable. Tingnan natin mamaya yan, Migs.
Archie just converted from the line. It's now 10-4 with 4 minutes and change gone by in the opening quarter. Nico Panganiban is matched up against Archie Concepcion. Panganiban, no handoff there to Orlan. They go to Michael. Calisaan drives. Reverse. No good. Rebound, Balti.
he needs to be careful with in terms of conserving yung energy niya. Saan ba mas kailangan ngayon si Michael? I think mas kailangan siya sa depensa. Kasi we know that Balti is bigger than him, pero he has a better foot speed versus Balti.
And remember, in game number 1, it was Joseph Obalde covering Balti Baltazar. Michael kind of had an off day in terms of the time with Balti, but now it's Wamar scoring for San Juan. Luis Anggalang, nice defense by Zach Juan.
Great defense there by Zach Juan.
Steal, numbers for San Juan. Wamar is fouled.
Again, I think if San Juan can do this all throughout this game mix, they will have a big chance. Not wait for the front line to recover already. Attack if there are numbers.
Orlan Wamar, in game number 1, we mentioned, only shot the ball at a 20% clip, 3 out of 15. He was really challenged by the defense of Pampanga. Well, that's also because of the respect that he has garnered now as the franchise player at San Juan, as this free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
And right now, scramble. Talagang that's what they need. And with Pampanga right now, shooting at 1 of 11 in this game. Alam mo yun, natatakawan sila and kailangan pa rin, nandun pa rin yung disiplina.
Omar converts, 7 points now for him. That's half of the total of San Juan so far. 14-4. Enzo Serrano. He's come off the bench alongside Luis Anggalang and John Lloyd Clemente to join Balti Baltazar and Archie Concepcion. There's a foul called on Nico Panganiban.
So, eto na, papasok na tayo dito sa crucial part nitong San Juan Knights. When Coach Randy starts rotating guys. Kung ma-maintain ba nila yung ganong kataas na energy.
How about some legends present today in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center? Coach Louie, you want to give a shout out to them?
Oo naman, alam mo, ito former San Juan Knights, itong si coach na. Well, mga coaches na ngayon yan eh. Si Coach Jerome Ejercito, si Coach John Ferriols, kay plus ang ating giant na si EJ Pyle.
Yeah. So apparently the foul was on Jeff Tahonera, if I'm not mistaken. Tahonera, by the way, missed game number 1 because of a suspension. Got to have him back. Clemente with a great escape.
Great recognition there by JLC. Recognizing na yung binibigay sa kanya na turn ni Orlan Wamar was the turn to baseline.
The ball went out of bounds on the other end. Bear with us, by the way, if you're catching us on our live streams and on television, because it's so loud here inside the San Juan Arena. Again, we can't even hear the whistles by our referees.
Tama yan.
Governor Coach Dennis Delta Pineda in Pampanga looking to be the first team to qualify in our National Finals Series. They're undefeated here in our playoffs. The only team that hasn't lost the game. On the other hand, there's Senator Jingoy Estrada. He already has tasted a championship back in Season 2. But that was long ago already. It's like half a decade ago, as now there's a challenge on the floor.
You know, and sa tingin ko kasi mas importante right now kay Congressman Don Gonzales and lahat talaga nandito nakasuporta.
For sure.
Again, this is history in the making for the Giant Lanterns. You know, they work so hard for this. Being here, alam mo yun, talagang sigurado ako if I'm Coach Delta Pineda, talagang gusto ko lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa akin, sama-sama na tayo dito.
Yes. Well, in terms of supporters of Pampanga, why don't we give some shout-outs to them? Senior Deputy Speaker Congressman Don Gonzales, Team Owner Manager A.G. Gonzales, City Councilor Benz Gonzales, Senior Board Member Mika Gonzales, Mayor Dean Gonzales of Mexico,
Upon
Vice
review,
Governor
the challenge
Ian
made by
Pineda,
Pampanga was successful.
Board Member
Pampanga.
Marlene Pineda, Mayor Philip Nagit of Minaling Pampanga, and Athletic Sports and Paddle. The challenge was successful for Pampanga. It's going to be the Giant Lanterns with possession here.
Yeah, you know, before this one, they are so sure about this. Pero nakakahinayang lang talaga na first quarter pa lang nawala na yung challenge mo.
That's right, you only have one challenge.
Oo. Nakip mo yung timeout mo, pero sayang, nawala naman yung challenge mo.
Let's see if that will backfire later on for
Oo.
Pampanga. It's 14-6, Serrano. Pass to the wrong guy, Adrian Nocum. Staying patient, going to Orlan, the three-point king. That short rebound, put back, still no good. Zach Juan, pass to Nico, Panganiban, in and out. And now the ball is with Pampanga.
Again, transition defense important for the San Juan Knights.
JLC onto Enzo Serrano. The usual two-man game happening right now for Pampanga. Pick and pop, Baltazar straight away. That's short.
You're gonna leave that for that. Alam mo yung Justin Baltazar will shoot all those three-pointers. You know you're gonna solve those problems.
That guy should be one of the last guys that you would want to leave wide open. Specialty of the house for Jeff Tahonera. Unfortunately, there seemed to have been a foul after his conversion.
Oo, you know, ang hirap din kasi sa buhay ni Jeff dito sa atin sa Mpbl. Markado na eh.
Yes.
Diba? And sa akin naman kasi a player like that, like Tahonera, will help you, pero that's where he gets motivation as well.
Jeff Tahonera is the ultimate veteran of the San Juan Knights. It's our kindest way of saying that he's the oldest player wearing red today. Then again, you know how important he has been as one of the champions of Coach Randy Alcantara. It's only 3 of them remaining, Wamar, Tahonera, and Ubalde.
Oo, and you know, yung responsibility din ng tatlong yan, sigurado ako na to share kung paano ba yung organization itong San Juan Knights na to, na if you have those, madaling nakaka-adapt yung mga players.
You can just imagine how hard it was for him to watch game number 1 in his home because he wasn't allowed to be on the court.
Oo. Especially na alam mo na yung posisyon mo kailangan ng team mo. Because at the moment sa akin, they really lack big men. Itong San Juan Knights.
We have a timeout. The score is 17-6. MJ Garcia, he lost the ball. Numbers for San Juan. Panganiban on the move. Panganiban all the way.
This move of the game is brought to you by Nexus 88 Gaming.
Back at the Phil Oil, Eco Oil for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, hindi San Juan ang tipo ng team na kayang makontrol the whole game, sabi ni Gov Delta Pineda. So their time may be now at the start of the game, but theirs could be later sa mga importanteng quarters. Coach Humperdick Di Matulak reminded the boys na kayo ang mas malalaki, huwag niyong kalimutan yon. Mas gusto nga daw nila dahil mas nahahasa ang mga bata pag ganitong medyo lamang ang kalaban. Napapagod daw ang kalaban habang sila naman ay marami pang materyales na pwedeng hatakin. And in case they do win, I asked Governor Delta, Gov, less ba yung happiness mo kung dito kayo mag-North Champions? He actually paused for a bit and thought about it. But in the end, he said, oo naman, ayoko na humingi ng karagdagan pa. Migs, Coach Louie?
Well, of course, you'd want to avoid more problems for your team. But now, the problems are piling up for Pampanga. 3-point shooting, that's one of your keys to the game. It's not working for San Juan.
Oo, alam mo yun, maintaining that pace. You don't want everything to be set. Because if you set it up, okay, offensively and defensively, the favor goes to Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
Here's the first three-pointer in the back-to-back. Nico Panganiban, the guy that you have been wanting to step up. Boy, has he risen from his ashes in that game number 1. And then it's Marvin Taiwan staying consistent off the bench. Ngayon, hindi niya kasabay si Orlan. Pinalitan niya si Orlan Mamar.
Oo, saktong-sakto yung the luxury na binibigay nitong mga players right now. Coach Randy na makapunta siya doon sa winning formula ng players rotation niya.
We have a timeout. It's a 17-point lead for San Juan. Panganiban drives. Panganiban scores. Orlan straight away. Three-pointer.
Sa mga taga San Juan, patuloy na lumalaban ang inyong San Juan Knights sa North Division Finals ngayong 2023 Mpbl Playoffs. Suportahan po natin sila sa kanilang kampanya para makuha uli ang Mpbl Championship. Salamat sa patuloy na pagsubaybay sa Mpbl, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Maraming salamat.
Orlan Momar drives. Orlan Momar will score! What a start it has been here in game number 2 for the San Juan Knights. They're up by 17 points with under 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Field goal shooting natin, Coach Louis. 14-47.
2 out of 14 for the Giant Lanterns, 8 out of 17 naman for the San Juan Knights. You know, itong Pampanga naman nakakakuha sila ng tira, pero again, they can get better shot, more decent shots compared dun sa tinitake nila nung itong first quarter.
By the way, there you go. The three-point shooting is now at 4 out of 8 for San Juan. 50% as Encho misses inside. Rebound Sanggalang, and there's the cleanup.
And you know, itong insertion ni Binuya. So let's see if can put order para dito sa offense nitong Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
Binuya is one of the leaders now for Coach Dennis Pineda. As Taiwan misses, great aggressiveness by Panganiban, but he couldn't get the ball. Taunera, though, got the steal. They go to Nico at the corner. Panganiban for 3. Bombs away.
And you know, napaka-importante ng mga ganito. Itong si Binuya will play a very important role for this. Kasi you know, Migs, halos lahat nitong puntos nitong San Juan galing sa mga alanganin na miss baskets nitong Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Wherein, when Pampanga misses, right away, kinakapitalize agad nila sa transition.
Eh, sinasabi mong tempo na kailangan i-control ng San Juan. But Nico Panganiban, Coach Louis, he has answered to the call of everybody in this game.
Now he's delivering. His team is up. Diba? And talagang ang laki. Kinuha natin yung kanyang statistics nitong buong playoff. From the first round to second round. And malaki yung contribution talaga ni Nico Panganiban.
By the way, I hope, as now it's Mac Macardona on your screen, a champion as well with San Juan back in Season 2. I hope everybody understands the beauty of home court advantage. Much like last night, Bacoor shot the ball lights out on their home floor.
Okay. Beautiful basketball played by the strikers last night. Alam mo yun, parang from the get-go, hindi na parang pinaporma yung Batangas Embassy Chile.
Clemente just scored for Pampanga. They're down by 16. Marvin Taiwan against Binuya. Taiwan goes to Kalisaan. He fakes. Backdoor. No pass there. Kalisaan with a jumper.
Okay. The patience. Alam mo yun, they're up by 18 big points. Nasa first quarter pa lang tayo, Mix.
And we still have a minute and 15 to go. Clemente misses. Rebound Panganiban. Nico will drive against Balti. He stays patient. Panganiban needs a teammate. There's Ubalde. Pass inside. Balti on the run. No foul there. Sanggalang feeds. And that's an easy 2 for JLC.
Alam mo yun, ito yung mga may madadaling puntos para sa first quarter for the Giant Lanterns.
28-12 now. 43 seconds remaining in the first. Nico Panganiban, mismatch. Panganiban, Ubalde, that's a shot. In and out though. 30 seconds. Serrano, switch. Encho going to Balti. 11 on the shot clock. Baltazar. Nice steal by AC. Numbers for San Juan. Soberano all the way. That's a wedgie.
Lucky break there for the San Juan Knights. And they keep possession.
So in terms of sequences like that, as we first take a look at this fast break opportunity for Pampanga. When there's a wedgie, Coach Louie, when the ball gets stuck on the rim, jump ball.
Jump
ang
ball
ruling
yan.
natin.
Oo, and the possession pointing to San Juan Knights. So tama-tama pati yung shot talagang they can take the last shot Even yung 0.8 seconds difference lang sa ating game clock and shot clock.
Kalisaan goes to Wamar. Orlan, does he know about the time? He seems to be taking his time. Orlan, 4 seconds. Wamar drives. Wamar with a leaner. There was a foul.
Again, yung sa mga ganyang situation talaga, etong San Juan knows where to put that basketball. Kung kaninong kamay. And Orlan Wamar, alam mo, master talaga yan ng mga ganyan Clutch.
Oh, he's come a long way. We always say it on air. Back in season 2 when they were the champions, he wasn't even getting minutes. He was the third string point guard for Coach Randy Alcantara. But with him staying true to Senator Jingo Estrada, who again is being stressed with the free throws of San Juan, Orlan Lumar has now transformed himself into being the franchise player of the San Juan Knights. He might actually be a good example for other Mpbl players to see as a role model. They might be establishing themselves as well as franchise players of other teams in the league.
Oo. And you know, yung experience ni Orlan Wamar, yung life-changing three-pointer na yun.
Oh yeah.
Alam mo yun?
Now he's the three-point king.
Now he's the three-point king. And he's one of the best. Okay, especially in that position here in the Mpbl.
Encho Serrano from half court. No good, and that will do it for our high-octane first quarter inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Arena. San Juan just shooting the ball lights out here in the opening frame.
Oh, you're gonna appreciate the offense, pero you're gonna appreciate also the way they limit itong Giant Lanterns to just 12 first quarter points.
There you see the hustle provided by not only Mike and Kalisan, Nico Panganiban, but everybody wearing red just coming alive here as they fight for survival. Game number 3, if forced by San Juan, will happen this coming Saturday inside the Brenzi Giao Convention Center. But boy, would you say that Nico Panganiban was the absolute story of the first frame?
Totoo yan, and he's just come up. Alam mo yun, talagang alam mo, lalabas at lalabas itong ganitong klaseng player.
Panganiban was an all-star last year for the Jensen Warriors. He struggled all season long, transitioning into being a role player for San Juan. But here he is coming alive as they try to redeem themselves in game number 2. We'll be back for the second quarter. Archie Concepcion bounces to Balti, and that's the first Balti slam in the semifinals. Going to MJ, Garcia will fly! Up, up, and away.
Sa lahat ng aking mga kababayan, mga kabalin, inimbitahan ko po kayo na patuloy na suportahan ang inyong Pampanga Giant Lanterns sa kanilang paglaban sa North Division Finals dito sa 2023 Mpbl Playoffs. Salamat po sa patuloy na pagtangkilik sa Mpbl, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Maraming salamat.
As MJ drives, there's the kick out. Santos for 3. Yes, sir.
Up right now, and if Michael Calisaan will wear that defensive, alam mo yun, yung didepensa na lang siya. Sa tingin ko para sa larong ito will help his team more than isipin niya pa na let the other score, pero siya mag-concentrate na lang siya stopping itong si Justin Baltasar.
That's a good reminder because Michael Calisan did come off a 30-point performance in game number 2 versus the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Right now, he's off to a good start. Same goes for the rest of the Knights. As we thank you for joining us, this is Mix Gomez alongside Coach Louis Gonzalez, Nika Abesamis, and Sidney Crespo.
Look at the first quarter field goal. Itong Pampanga shooting at 23% compared to the 45% nitong San Juan Knights. And reason to this mix is fast break points. Alam mo, they're defending well, forcing turnovers. Tapos nun, hindi na nila sineset right away, inaatake na agad nila.
In terms of fast break scoring, San Juan has 13 in this game. They only had 17 in the whole of game number 1. 17-point advantage. Here's Allen Liwag going to Arvin Santos against E.G. Boy Mojica. Arvin hands it off. Archie Concepcion.
You know, this group of itong combination ni Coach Randy Alcantara can be a switch-all group. Pero if you talk about quickness and hindi to singbilis nung nag-start na grupo.
Let's see what they can do with this dynamic as Allen Liwag just scored for Pampanga. Allen Liwag is one of the exceptions in terms of non-Kapampangans in this roster of the Giant Lanterns. He is from Cavite after all. Soberano for 3. Off to the right. This is a long game. A lot of time for Pampanga to try to pull off a comeback. But for sure, San Juan has something to say about that. Almost a steal. Out of bounds in favor of the white shirts.
You know, quick rotations, alam mo yun, standing your ground versus itong Pampanga also. This is what San Juan should do in this entire game. At maganda dito kahit sinong player sa kanila, ganun dapat yung maging mentalidad.
Steal.
Forced turnover again.
Mojica to try to capitalize. He scores. E.G. Boy Mojica actually was in foul trouble for game number 1. This is a bit of a retribution game for him as well. Steal story 8-1. That basket will count for Archie.
And you know, those 8 steals, Migs, sa akin, credit to the defense of San Juan kasi pinaghirapan mo yung mga steals na yun.
Well, sabi nga ni Sidney sa atin, the words of Coach Randy, papatalo na ba tayo? Ano bang kaya nating pakita? And here they are, showing up big as Archie Concepcion also showed up big in that previous possession. The reigning homegrown player of the year. Recently got drafted, by the way. Congratulations to him. Now he will be tested at the line as Adrian Dopo, who also got drafted, will now check in for William Bing.
And you know, these guys, you know, they wanted to leave a good mark before they go pro. Alam mo yun, matulungan yung mga kupunan na tumulong sa mga pangarap nila.
The professional dreams actually have been halted because they have a bigger responsibility as of now, trying to get their team a championship.
Sa akin, they need to return that favor.
Marvin Taiwan against Neil Tolentino. Switch. Marvin goes to Mojica. He has that shot. Top of the key. Three-pointer. That's three-pointer number 6 out of 13 tries for San Juan in this game.
And again, you need to make itong front line ng Pampanga to get out ng comfort zones nila, not just sitting there doon sa K. Di ba?
Now, as we take a look at this replay, it's E.G. Boy Mojica challenging the defense of Arvin Santos. Bit of a late closeout there by the Spider-Man. And Mojica salutes to the crowd. Now let's also salute our courtside reporter, Sidney Crespo, who has a report for us.
Inamin ni EG Boy na nahirapan siya nung Game 1 sa kanyang role bilang big man. To compensate sa height difference, dinaan daw niya halos lahat sa talon. Sabi nga niya, hindi umaabot yung depensa at bumabagsak sa braso ng Pampanga. This is how he described his shortcomings last Saturday. Pero hindi naman doon natatapos ang lahat para kay EG Boy. In fact, he was still feeling a little bit of pain in his left knee nang natinamaan versus Nueva Ecija. Tonight, masarap daw sa feeling para kay EG Boy to reach this stage once again. Pero kailangan niya ng adjustments, uumpisahan daw niya sa proper box out. Your thoughts, gentlemen?
Well, of course, if you're Ichi Boy Moika, you have that luxury of being an athletic guy. But at the end of the day, basics should be first and foremost for you. Turnover story, 9-1. Mojica
Kasi,
misses.
yeah, 9-1. Okay, points of turnovers. Alam mo, forcing a lot of turnovers. And you know, ang pinaka-importante is converting it into points. Itong ginagawa ng San Juan Knights. Now, talking about yung report ni Sid, that's kasi ganun madalas ang ginagawa talaga ng mga players. When the going gets tough, ang importante is bumalik ka dun sa fundamentals.
Right. That quote is only one half. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going, right?
Oo, and the solution there, and usually ang talagang remedy dun is you go back to the basic and fundamentals of the game. Alam mo yun, yung kung paano bumax out pa ng proper, kung paano sumali. Ganun ang ginagawa ng mga.
Right now, it's Arvin Santos showing us his replay of the fundamentals being exhibited by himself. And then on the other hand, it's Marvin Taiwan who got fouled. Taiwan played his best game of the season in game number 1, scoring 20, 5 out of 11 from the field. But you mentioned, Coach Louie, if Marvin Taiwan is the top scorer for San Juan, it might be a bit concerning for Coach Randy.
Oo, kasi he's being forced na mag-two guard na magsabay kasi you know he knows that he needs to utilize Orlan Wamar as well. And that they give up a lot of height disadvantage pag nagsabay talaga yung dalawa.
Ngayon, what you have been wanting to happen is happening for Coach Randy Alcantara with Wamar replacing Taiwan and vice versa.
Oo, you know, right from the pre-game we talk about this mix. All system must go. And the way it's going right now, mukhang lahat talaga naka-green light para sa team ni Coach Randy Alcantara.
Green light as well for Arwin who misfires. Ball out of bounds in favor of San Juan. Arvin Santos, by the way, also came alive in game number 1, making 2 3-pointers and scoring 8 points.
And you know, one thing that very obvious right now with the Giant Lanterns is parang yung fire within them, yung fight within them, okay, like nung game 1, because of etong San Juan started the game so strong, parang medyo bumaba yung spirit nila eh.
Now this I ask you, because Pampanga is currently undefeated in the playoffs, do you think this is actually a good wake-up call for them? At maganda nangyari na ngayon pa lang kesa naman sa Game 3 pa or di kaya sa finals?
Oo, and you know the biggest difference? Because they were able to sweep yung kanilang series pero wala silang nakalaban na naglaro sa home court.
That's right, tama yun. Either home court nila or neutral territory.
Oo.
Anjay Garcia just scored for Pampanga. And that leads us on to a TV timeout here in the second quarter for game number 2. The score reached 38-23. NJ just pulling out the fight in him. Let's see what other responses we can see from the side of the white shirts. We'll be back. Balti on the run. No foul there. Sanggalang beats. And that's an easy 2 for JLC.
This assist of the game is brought to you by Nexus 88 Gaming.
Una, natalo kami sa height, offensive rebound. So, tapos parang dami rin ng turnovers. Yung performance ko parang parang hindi pang playoffs. Masasabi ko, parang hindi ko nadala yung team. So, siguro ngayong game to babawi.
Coach Louis, break it down to us. The shot chart of Orlan Momar in game number 1.
Oo, you know, he shot 3 out of 15, which is unusual, and 3 out of 10 dito sa kanilang beyond the arc. And hindi yun yung usual numbers ni Orlan kasi as a veteran and as intelligent player, you know, yung shot selection niya napakaganda eh. And he knows na kung ano yung pagkukulang, and I think as an experienced and a leader of this San Juan Knights team, he was able, or he already also spoke dito sa mga ibang players. And I think he was already, na-inspire niya rin naman siguro si Nico Panganiban.
Well, this is his usual numbers.
Yeah.
He doesn't shoot the ball too much. He's usually efficient. 2 out of 3, 8 points, 2 assists. More importantly, timely yung baskets niya.
Oo. You know, this guy, at the end of the game, will score 16. Pero buong laro, nakascatter yung 16 points na yun.
Yes. I did mention some of those have come in the clutch already for Orlan in these playoffs. Oh, you covered that game. The game that reached double overtime at midnight versus Makati as Garcia scores inside. 38-25 now. 5.5 minutes remaining before halftime. MJ has 6.
Medyo nag-slow down yung game na itong second quarter for the San Juan Knights. And again, it will favor. Mahirap talaga kasi if they slow down, it will favor the Giant Lanterns.
And that's a turnover. Good hands by Balti. Forward pass to MJ. Garcia stops and pops. That's good for MJ.
Yeah, MJ Garcia. 6 straight points. Alam mo yun, it's not Balti, it's not JB Bayo. We're missing JB Bayo, but ito yung mga kailangan nila. Contribution galing sa bench nila.
This is what happened off of the missed free throw by MJ Garcia. Napaganda pa ang sitwasyon para sa Pampanga. And then, on the fast break opportunity, MJ pulling up against the outstretched arms of Jeff Cahonera. It's only an 11-point game. Let's see if Pampanga can pull off a comeback. A bit of a retribution game for him as well. That basket will count for Archie.
This move of the game is brought to you by Nexus 88 Gaming.
We're back inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in the city of San Juan. This is the home of the Mpbl second season champions. A couple of celebrities present with us at the sideline. Some former San Juan players as well. And so we thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez alongside Coach Louis Gonzalez with Sidney Crespo and Mika Abisamis. You mentioned the emergence of MJ Garcia. That's a good sign for Pampanga, especially as we know the facts of Encho Serrano and Justin Baltazar both being scoreless so far in this game.
Kasi minsan ganyan talaga yung nagiging solution sa ganyang problema eh. If your scorers are not going, alam mo yun, kailangan i-maximize mo yung mga magagaling na defenders mo. Kasi sila yung mag-change ng tempo eh.
Now Pampanga has come alive in the second quarter. The lead is in single digits. Three-pointer for Nico. Enzo Serrano could not answer back. Rebound to Pampanga. Serrano. Yes.
And itong Pampanga, if they wanted to get back in this game, alam mo yun, yung mahihirap na tira, nami-miss nila. Pero again, that's good. Yung ginawa ni Enzo na hindi siya tumigil. Kumuha siya ng second chance opportunity, sinipagan niya, nakakuha siya ng offensive rebound, yun, nakabasket na siya.
Here's Nopo, baseline drive. One more feed, Panganiban, 4 on the shot clock. Nico That's short. Rebound Liwag. Pampanga's on the run. And there's a foul given up by Adrian Noco.
Oo, and imagine, no? It's fast, it's up-tempo, pero yung foul situation natin, halos walang stoppage halos eh.
This three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Nico Panganiban only scored 2 points. He was 1 out of 4 in game number 1, and he had the worst plus-minus, a -14 for him. But in this game, in 12 minutes of play, he already has 11 to his name.
Oo. And not just that, alam mo yun, yung defense nila mas buong-buo. Meron siyang assist, meron siyang steal. So, kumpleto na yung performance eh.
Oh, Balti Baltazar, what a way for him to score his first 2 points.
Lead down to 8.
Renzo Subido, first appearance in game number 2. Almost a steal. No call there on the backcourt. Panganiban is open. Serrano just left him. Rebound Balti off of the miss. Enter Serrano. 2-man game. Going to Balti. Baltazar.
Oo,
That's a charge. Oh, it's actually a technical foul on the flop by Michael Lisan.
yeah, okay, that's a 50-50 call. And it's really hard, alam mo yun, to decide on the referee's part. Alam mo, hindi mo talaga alam eh.
Senator Jinggoy Estrada not looking too happy as he talks to Coach Philip Cesar. So that would be Michael Lisan's second foul in this game.
And okay, a technical free throw will be given para dito sa Pampanga Giant Lantern.
We did mention it's 50-50 and it happens a lot in this league. No? Mahirap din ang trabaho ng referees natin to decide if it is a charge or if it is a flop by our players.
Oo. At medyo mahirap din sa trabaho natin right now dahil sa dami ng tao, hindi natin marinig na yung whistle eh.
Makita na lang natin tumitigil na yung players on the court.
Yeah.
But more importantly for Pampanga, the lead is down to 7. The 3 minutes and change to go before halftime. Balti against Lahonera. Bounce pass. Battled inside. It ends up with Balti. One-hander. He gets the bounce.
And you know, sa lastly, not just in this possession, it's the second chance opportunity. Okay, that's keeping itong Giant Lanterns na makabalik sa larong ito.
Second chance scoring now at 14-3 in favor of Pampanga.
Oo.
It's a 7-0 run. The lead is 5. Nocum crosses. 2 on the shot clock. Nico has to fire. Panganiban will lose time. And the Kapampangans are well alive here inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center.
And if you gonna come look at it do sa advanced statistics, ito yung mga ganitong sitwasyon, second chance opportunity, a point by Justin Baltazar. Doon din nag-umpisa yung puntos ni Encho Serrano. Si MJ Garcia, doon din nakakuha ng mga puntos. Look at the crowd of this Giant Lantern.
41-36 under 2.5 minutes in the second. MJ Garcia. He needs a teammate. There's Balti. Up top, it's Encho. Serrano, the pull-up. No good. Ball out of bounds in favor of Pampanga.
Again. And you know, itong maganda nag-stick na si Coach Gov Delta sa combination na to. Kaya itong combination na to worked well for him. Hindi na natin, even timeout, hindi na natin marinig yung buzzer.
All right, to calm everybody down here inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center, let's take a break. It's 41-36. Panganiban drives. Panganiban scores. Orlan straight away. 3-pointer.
Sa mga taga San Juan, patuloy na lumalaban ang inyong San Juan Knights sa North Division Finals ngayong 2023 Mpbl Playoffs. Suportahan po natin sila sa kanilang kampanya para makuha uli ang Mpbl Championship. Salamat sa patuloy na pagsubaybay sa Mpbl, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Maraming salamat.
Orlan Momar drives. Orlan Momar will score! Rudy Distrito sa Tarma Cantal. Who else? Our VIPs? Kenneth Durendes, of course. Well with us. But again, back to the injuries. We have to mention that Kenneth Villapando and Ron Denison have ACL injuries. That's why they're not present in this series. Kevin Villafranca as well is out because of a calf injury. And that is the explanation as to why there's a shortage of big men in the rotation of San Juan.
Oo, and nakikita na rin naman natin dito sa ating lugar si Pau Villunar as well.
Oh, tama.
Diba?
Tama.
Isang frontline na player din ng San Juan Knights. And look at the second quarter field goal. Nag-turn around na. 8 out of 14 para dito sa Giant Lanterns. 4 out 11 naman for the San Juan Knights. Pero you know, most of those, yung field goals nila galing sa offensive rebound.
By the way, field goal shooting is now even at 42% for our two teams. Momar just missed and there's a loose ball foul on Zach Wang. And sorry, it's on Renzo Subido.
Oo, and imagine, itong Pampanga, you know, we know yung depth ng talent nito. They haven't scored any three-pointer in this game. Pero maganda tinrabaho nila inside.
Well, we mentioned the second chance scoring. Now in double figures are Pampanga or the Giant Lanterns. In the first quarter, how many did they have? Second chance.
Second chance, parang sa akin, 2 points
2
lang.
points lang.
Oo.
So it's a complete turnaround as MJ Garcia just converted his first free throw. He now has 9 points to lead the way for Pampanga. 2 for 2, the scoring in this quarter. Let me say it right now. It's 26-12 in favor of the road squad.
Oo, talagang they were able to set everything up. Yung kanilang gusto itong Giant Lanterns in the second quarter. Nawala yung turnovers. They were able to take care of that basketball. Instead, nagkaroon sila ng chance. Tapos doon, dito na, nararamdaman na ng San Juan Knights ngayon. Yung laki nitong Giant Lanterns. Giant na nga eh.
That's right. Here's Balti. Kick out. Garcia fakes. Whistle blown to stop the action.
Yeah, 3-second violation.
Neil Tolentino cannot believe it. After all, it's down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, I wanted to check yung plus-minus ni Neil Tolentino when he got inserted in this game.
Let's check that right now. Tolentino is plus 13 on the floor. Kalisaan on the putback. Seven points for Mike. 5-point advantage under a minute remaining. Here's Enzo Serrano against Adrian Novo. Screen up top. Serrano going right. Garcia. 10 on the shot clock. Enzo, top of the key. An air ball from Mr. Serrano.
Still no three-pointer for the Giant Lanterns in this game.
They're now at 0 out of 10 from downtown as we have a timeout courtesy of Coach Randy Alcantara. This is how important a single possession is here in our North Division Finals. We'll take a break. Archie comes this one, bounces to Balti. That's the first Balti slam in the semifinals. Going to MJ. Garcia will fly. Up, and away.
Sa lahat ng aking mga kababayan, mga kabalin, inimbitahan ko po kayo na patuloy na suportahan ang inyong Pampanga Giant Lanterns sa kanilang paglaban sa North Division Finals dito sa 2023 Mpbl Playoffs. Salamat po sa patuloy na pagtangkilik sa Mpbl, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Maraming salamat.
As MJ drives, there's the kick out. Santos for 3. Yes, sir.
Ganun yung plus na yun, pwede natin yan. Ha? Okay?
Lan, okay na yun, Lan.
Babalik pa sa atin yan, ha? Sa kanila yan, ha? Eh, kayo ba? Babalik pa sa atin yan. Ha? Babalik pa sa atin.
I want to share something to our viewers out there. We've covered so many games in numerous venues already in the history of Mpbl basketball. But tonight seems to be one of the loudest nights that we have had for our league. It is such a beautiful thing.
Oo, and again, after that, yung pandemic, halos ito na talaga yung halos na normal na tayo.
Oh, yeah.
Diba? And yung passion talaga ng mga ating, how the Filipinos love itong basketball talaga.
Under 25 seconds, no feeds, Kalisaan. He's called for a walk.
Yeah, Neil Tolentino. Siguro, if you're gonna kung compare mo yung limang naglalaro right now for the Giant Lantern, siya yung pinaka-least known.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Pero yung contribution niya sa game na to, okay, talagang isa yung nagbalik para ito sa Giant Lanterns na to get themselves into striking distance.
He has the best plus-minus among all players, including San Juan.
Oo.
Enzo Serrano drives, kick out Garcia. 2 seconds, Garcia for 3. Ooh, there's a kick.
Yeah. Thankful na lang si MJ na offensive foul yun. And although ito na mga Giant Lanterns, isang foul pa lang, and that's the second team foul para sa kanila in this second quarter.
0.5 of a second remain. So there should be a half-court heave here, most likely by Marvin Taiwan. And it seems like the referees, there you go, just gave a warning to Pampanga's bench. Pass to Kalisaan from half-court. Almost made the shot. And so that will do it for our first 20 minutes in game number 2. Boy, what a start for us, Coach Louie.
At the first quarter, itong San Juan Knights, alam mo yun, keep putting that huge margin, pero Pampanga Giant Lanterns getting back, winning that second quarter. And sa atin naman, alam natin hindi ito magiging blowout. We know, as expected, that this game will be close all throughout.
Rodrigo Panganiban has risen from the ashes. He struggled in game number 1, only scoring 2 points. And again, he had the worst plus-minus. Now he is, would you say, the best player of San Juan so far?
Oo naman, siya yung missing link Now, itong buo ni Coach Randy yung puzzle ng kanya, nabalik niya na yung kanyang winning formula. So let's see, itong second half kung ma-maintain niya yan.
Now let's recap our previous game in Bacoor. Hello and welcome, Mpbl fans, to our Mpbl recap to Game 1 of your South Division Finals, where the Bacoor City Strikers were able to draw first blood against the Batangas City Embassy. Javi Palanya here, joined by Coach JV Gayoso. Coach, it was a tight race in the first 5 minutes of the ball game, but then again, Bacoor City Strikers were able to go and take the lead and never look back.
Oo nga, it was a magical night. But still, it just jinxed itong Batangas. A lot of things that the Batangas needs to do. Adjustments, forget about this game. Hats off to Bacoor. Great game for them.
Well, let's talk about the Bacoor City Strikers for just a bit. What were the positive attributes that they really carried into this game that were big in them winning this ball game in dominant fashion?
Well, defense talaga. They really focused on playing tough defense, preventing Batangas scorers to get their shots off. They challenged everything. No second chance opportunities, which Batangas really is great at in getting offensive boards. But they just played an all-around game itong Bacoor.
James Kwekote had 25 points to earn Best Player of the Game honors. Jan Normal was able to backstop him with 14 points, and even Markey was able to contribute a dozen markers para dito sa Bacoor City Strikers, who won the game with a total team effort. Thank you so much for joining us para dito sa ating Mpbl recap of Game 1 of your South Division Finals between the Bacoor City Strikers and the Batangas City Embassy Chill. This has been Javi Palanya and Coach JV Gayoso. Good night.
dahil statistics. Ito yung mga ganitong sitwasyon. Second chance opportunity. A point by Justin Baltasar.
Panganiban drives. Panganiban scores. Orlan straight away. 3-pointer.
Sa mga taga San Juan, patuloy na lumalaban ang inyong San Juan Knights sa North Division Finals ngayong 2023 Mpbl Playoffs. Suportahan po natin sila sa kanilang kampanya para makuha uli ang Mpbl Championship. Salamat sa patuloy na pagsubaybay sa Mpbl, ang liga ng bawat Pinoy. Maraming salamat.
Orlan Momar drives. Orlan Momar will score! It is halftime here inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center, the home of the MPBL second season champions, the San Juan Knights, who are looking to defend it against the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. We always say this on air, Coach Louie. It has been a tale of 2 quarters. And so, break it down for us. What happened in the first for San Juan and in the second for Pampanga?
Oo, totoo yan. Sa tale of 2 quarters and with San Juan dictating the first, itong Pampanga naman owning the second. Alam mo yun, if we're gonna explain that, it's the up-tempo game ng San Juan that started like this game. And with that, okay, they were able to get magandang malaking kalamangan. Now, yung second quarter naman, alam mo, the tides are that turn. Napunta naman, ang laro naman ng Pampanga ang nangyari. Kay first quarter, maraming turnovers, walang second chance points. Second quarter, ang daming second chance points, konting turnovers.
That graphic basically explained everything to us as you see that 3-pointer by EG Boy Mojica. We saw 7 threes from the side of San Juan in the first 2 frames. But on the other hand, 0 out of 10 were the Lanterns from downtown.
Oo. Alam mo yun, naging halos even ay ating field goal percentage. 16 out of 39 para sa Pampanga Giant Lanterns. 15 out of 37 naman para dito sa San Juan. Pero rebounding, bigla nang nakita na natin yung supremacy in boards itong Pampanga during that second quarter. Points of turnovers, alam naman natin, ito yung chance ng San Juan para makasungkit ng panalo. And they're doing well with that, pero kailangan pa nilang galingan pagdating itong second half.
The leading scorer for Pampanga is MJ Garcia with 10 points so far. Balti only has 5. Encho Serrano has 2 points on 1 out of 9 shooting. On the other end of things for the San Juan Knights, it's Nico Panganiban who only scored 2 points in game number 1. He already has 11, 4 out of 8 shooting from the field in 13 minutes of play. And more importantly, his plus-minus of being minus 14 in game number 1. He's now at a +6 rate here in game number 2. Orlan Omar also has 8 points to support him as we are about to begin the third frame here inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center.
Oo, si Mr. Anjo Iliana naman. Talagang star-studded.
Oh,
Itong ating game 2 ng ating North Division Finals.
Danny Ildefonso also joins us. And some Valenzuela VIPs, Congressman Eric Martinez.
Si Coach Kong.
Oh yeah. How can we forget about him? Edu Manzano. Sino ba ibang kilala mo dyan?
Yeah, syempre, legendary, one of my mentors, Coach Turo Valenzuela as well.
Kaano-ano niya si Coach Raymond?
Yeah, it's the dad.
Tatay.
Yeah.
Sino pa?
Coach Patrick Fran. Talagang ang dami talaga.
Tatanungin sana kita ano ni Fran Yu yan. Hindi, iba yun. All right, to everybody joining us, thank you so much. This is game number 2 of the North Division Finals. This is Mix Gomez alongside Coach Louie Gonzalez with Mika Abesamis and Sidney Crespo. San Juan is looking to extend the series into 3 games. Game number 3, should it happen, it will take place inside the Brenzigiao Convention Center on Saturday. If not, Pampanga will advance to the national finals.
Yes, same starters for both teams, itong Giant Lanterns and the San Juan Knights. And let's see kung mare-replicate nitong starters right now ng San Juan yung ginawa nila nung first quarter.
It's Orlan Omar working with Nico Panganiban, Zach Juan, Michael Calisaan, and Adrian Nocom. On the other hand, Edric Garcia is being joined by JB Bahio, Balti Baltazar, who misses, and they also have Arwin Santos and Encho Serrano. All the way goes Orlan Omar for those 2 points.
You know, okay, when you just run with him, at hindi mo talaga tatakbo, uunahan. Kay Orlan Omar, advantage na yun.
Orlan is now in double figures. Bahio hands it off to MJ. Baltazar against Calisaan, cross court. Encho Serrano. Finally, he makes it the first 3-pointer of Pampanga in this game.
That's big.
45-41, a two-possession game here in San Juan. Adrian Noco. He fakes and feeds. 11 on the shot clock. Nico Panganiban off of the switch. Panganiban drives. Panganiban. Almost a turnover. Recovery for Zach Juan.
Lucky break there by for San Juan. Zach Juan being at the right place at the right time.
4 points now in this game for Zach. The lead is 6. Arvin Santos against Adrian Noco. Now the ball is with Encho. Balti ceiling. Against Kalisaan, Baltazar, one-hander is good.
Now, more relaxed and mas objective na yung attack ng Giant Lanterns right now. Tingnan natin kung ito yung naging adjustment nila.
Panganiban. Ooh, that's a foul. Encho caught Nico's arm there on the attempt.
Alam mo, yung mga refs natin in terms of yung positioning, alam mo, back down, they're gonna let you play. Pero yung mga gano'n, yung maapektuhan yung attempt, talagang consistent tayo na tatawagan.
But there, in the previous sequence, hindi naapektuhan ni Michael Kalisaan ang tira ni Balti Baltazar. The signature one-hander of a couple of Lasalians, including Mac Cardona, is watching here. Panganiban misses his first free throw. And now, let's listen in to Mika Abisamis.
Nabanggit mo kanina, Coach Louie, na nararamdaman na ng San Juan ang laki ng Pampanga. Tama ka dyan. Dahil yan ang kabilin-bilinan ni Governor Delta Pineda. Panahon na para magtrabaho ang frontline nila na heart and soul ng kanilang laro. Nakapaligid sa kanya ang bigs habang nasa likod naman ang backcourt boys sa kanilang huddle. Matinding defense ang kailangan nilang gawin against San Juan at sa opensa naman, sugod na sa basket whatever it takes. Sabi nga sa akin ni Balti kanina, abangan nila ang pag-init ko dito sa second half and I would be scared to hear that from a Balti Baltazar. Mix, Coach Louie.
Well, we actually talked off-air kami ni Coach Louie in the first half that it's scary to see MJ Garcia as the leading scorer of Pampanga because you know that eventually Balti will come alive.
And you know, when Balti says that, a man of few words, alam mo yun, talagang gagawin niya yun. He's gonna do that.
Would you say the same for Encho Serrano?
Yeah, with Encho kasi mas he was able to make that first three-pointer. Pero mas may pasensya si Balti.
Okay. So, kung tataya ka na merong mabubuhay sa kanilang dalawa, it's gonna be Balti.
Oo naman.
There you have it. Right now, there's a foul called on Orlan Mamar as JB Bahio will now proceed to the stripe. Bahio has been quiet in this game, especially if you compare his performance to game number 1.
You know the difference there is yung game number 1 kasi, ang unang pumick up sa kanya si Ubalde. Alam mo yun, nagpapalitan si Ubalde and Michael Kalisaan. Right now, ang nakakatapat niya yung mas energetic na Zachary Wang na may foot speed na mas may foot speed kaysa sa kanya.
And now we have a report coming in from Sidney Crespo.
Match their energy. Yan ang malinaw na paalala sa San Juan Knights bago ang larong ito. Nakita natin yan sa simula, sobra-sobra pa nga. Pero sabi ng mga coaches sa halftime, halatang nag-slow down at hesitate ang San Juan Knights sa second quarter. Gusto ni Coach Randy Alcantara na maglaro ang kanyang mga players na parang wala nang bukas. Kailangan lang nilang ibalik yung mga magandang ginawa nila kanina. Tumakbo, mag-extra pass, tumingin sa oras at lumaban kahit sino ang gamitin. Sabi nga niya, hindi kaya na yung mga starters lang ang lalaban for 40 minutes. So tingnan natin kung enough wake-up call na to, Mix and Coach Louie.
I like how aligned the reports of Mika and Sydney were in this quarter, no? Because you really sensed the urgencies of our two coaches and they, of course, highlighted their strengths in the first half.
And again, pinag-usapan natin yan, Mix. Ito na yung crew, I mentioned na crucial yung mag-start ng mag-rotate silang ng player, si Coach Randy Alcantara. Kung ganun pa rin ba yung energy na may bibigay nila tulad nung inumpisahan ng kanyang first group.
And with energy comes tempo. And with tempo, that's basically one of your keys to the game. So it's now 51-44 with 3 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Encho Serrano against Nico Panganiban, 14 on the shot clock.
I like the activity of the San Juan Knights right now, defending itong Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
Is there anything special that they're doing?
You know, they're fighting for every inch. Alam mo yun, not allowing itong Pampanga Giant Lanterns to play dun sa kanilang sweet spots.
Here's Balti being hounded by EG Boy Moica. Sydney reported about EG Boy with his recognition that because he has transitioned into being a big man, he's giving a lot of disparity sa height pa lang. And when you're trying to defend Balti Baltazar and even JB Bahio, obviously that's a disadvantage for EG. And now he's working a little bit more extra in order to try to cover this guy.
Oo.
Ooh, that's a tough rebounding sequence.
Ayan. Starlight, star bright. You know, if you're superstars like this guy, like this sequence by the Giant Lantern, proving a David and Goliath matchup talaga.
He just towered over everybody else, getting that basketball, 2 points as well. And now our leading MVP candidate is at the stripe. A chance for him to be in double figures. 10 points now for Balti and a double foul called.
Yeah, and imagine, ang nag-react pa doon after Balti sa putback, si Allen Liwag. Pero look at the front line right now nitong Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
They have Bahio playing the 3 spot.
Exactly.
Actually, minsan nga, isipin mo, si Bahio ba ang small forward o si Balti Baltazar?
Oo, tapos yung dalawang backcourt mo, parehong ninja.
That's right. With MJ and Encho. If you actually think about it, MJ and Encho are 2 of the biggest guards in the league.
Oo, and athletic as well.
51-47. Let's see if that height advantage and athleticism can pay off for Pampanga. Mojica is fouled.
Pero alam mo yun, San Juan, para sa akin, still doing a good job. Alam mo yun, maintaining itong kalamangan nila. Alam mo, hindi na to sinlaki nung first quarter, pero still, they're still up by 4.
Pampanga hasn't led in this game.
Oo.
As this free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. This guy is playing hurt. As Sydney mentioned, Mojica injured his knee in that series versus Nueva Ecija. But then again, come the playoffs, you really have to speed up your recovery process.
Exactly. And, you know, you're gonna appreciate this guy. Yung kanya, puro improvement lang kasi talaga nangyari kay Edgy Boy. Nadagdagan yung klase ng game niya. Tapos yung maturity niya.
Nice block by Mojica, but Balti recovers with the ball. There's the pass to MJ. Garcia soars and scores.
How can you stop that finish? Kay looking it at sa angle natin, Migs.
It's a ninja-like layup from MJ Garcia. Panganiban to Zach Juan. Short rebound, Bahio. JB, forward pass.
That's too strong.
He almost made the shot.
And going back sa report, no, talagang gusto talaga ni Gov Delta na pakita na natin yung laki na natin.
Scramble. Mamar feeds to the wrong guy. Forward pass. Enzo Serrano stops. Alley-oop. Bahio. 2 free throws.
You're talking about height is might. And I think that's the game plan right now. Ito yung adjustment na ginawa ni Coach Gov Delta Pineda.
There's some height for you and some athleticism as well by MJ Garcia. That's a strong side going to the left. As JB Bahio is now at the stripe. By the way, EG Boy Moica, much like in game number 1, is now in foul trouble. He has 4 fouls to his name.
Oo, talagang doble talaga yung kayod na kailangan nilang gawin eh. Alam mo yun, iba pag yung isa lang eh. Pero right now, 3 eh.
That's right. Lumala pa ang sitwasyon para sa San Juan. Bahio on his second gimme. They're down by 3. That short rebound, JB. Taiwan is trying to steal the ball to no avail. Bahio escapes. Foul called. Is that on EG Boy? If it is, he's done. Yes, it is.
It is.
5 fouls now for E.G. Boy Mojica. And we're only halfway done in the third quarter.
Oo, and you know, in that last sequence, JB Bayo shooting that free throw. Pero kung titignan mo, yung 6 na nandun sa loob, disadvantage pa rin yung San Juan Knights sa laki ng tatlo eh. Imagine, Allen Liwag, Justin Baltasar, and JB Bayo shooting that free throw. Puro 6'5" pataas na ito.
That's why Serrano and NJ can relax at the backcourt right now.
And this is what we're talking about. Now, yung gini-give up right now nitong combination 5 ni Coach Randy Alcantara in terms of height and rebounding. Orlan Wamar and Marwin Taiwan playing together.
RJ Concepcion will now check in as we take a look at Dexter Marquez and Larry Rodriguez at the bench of San Juan. I wonder what that may mean in the next season of the Mpbl. Those two are former Knights here in our league.
Oh, you know, former players from other teams. Alam mo yun, kaya nagpunta dito para manood eh. Kasi alam nila kung gaano kaganda itong laban na ito.
There's a blocking foul called on MJ Garcia. And it means free throws already for Orlan Mamar. Our two teams are in the penalty. But San Juan's lead is now in ultimate danger. It's only at 1 point.
But etong Pampanga, hindi pa to lumalamang.
First free throw is good for Orlan Mamar. He's 4 out of 5 from the stripe. And there is Fran Yu with Pau Habillonar and Kenneth Villapando. Second one for Orlan. That's good. He has 12 points with 2 boards and 2 dimes to his name. Encho spins. Nice move. 2 more free throws. The foul is on Will Yambing.
And now slowly, itong Giant Lanterns double yung kanilang rebounding plus. Okay, now it's 36 compared to 18 for the San Juan Knights.
At halftime, it was 28-17. So the rebounding in this quarter is 8-1. First free throw is no good for Encho. Encho Serrano has struggled today. He has 5 points to his name. 2 out of 12 from the field. And 0 out of 2 now from the line. Offensive rebound though to Allen Liwag. Balti could not score. Liwag is now fouled. It's just so hard trying to box out these Lanterns.
And you're gonna see the face of Jeff Tajonera, Saka Liwag, and even the 2 guards now, si Marvin Taiwan and si Orlan Omar. Nandun na rin sa loob eh.
Yeah.
Kaso, Allen Liwag is just too athletic and too tall. Kaya tapos nandyan pa si Justin Baltasar.
So Liwag will now be tested at the line. He has 4 points so far. This is his first trip at the stripe. First one is good.
And these are the guys that's becoming the unsung heroes for the Giant Lanterns. Kay Allen Liwag, Neil Tolentino, at itong si MJ Garcia.
And they're doing this on the road. Usually, bench players come alive at home. Good thing is that they've sent a lot of Kapampangans here inside the Philoil Eco Oil Center. It feels like a game with home court advantage for both squads. Marvin Taiwan.
And it's a reflection of magandang organization, Mig.
Taiwan still has the ball. 9 on the shot clock. There's the escape. 2 more free throws in this quarter.
Alam mo, hindi na natin talaga naririnig yung whistle eh. Tinitignan natin kung yung referees natin nagtataas na lang ng kamay.
Well, the most important thing is the players can still hear the whistles. So they would know when to stop.
And kudos also to the 3 officials that ang ganda ng kanilang pag-administer nitong larong ito.
We always talk about how hard it is to be a referee. More so to be a referee in a division finals game in the MPBL. You know, these referees, sometimes they even get feedback from the crowd. They get yelled at. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Taiwan converts. 56-53. Under 4.5 minutes in the third quarter. Archie Concepcion against Orlan Wamar. Archie drives. Archie is foul. Oh no, it's a traveling violation.
Orlan Omar got away with it.
Let's see Archie's numbers. He's 1 out of 4 from the field, 5 points. Let's see if he can play better. With 14 minutes to go in this game. Marvin Taiwan calling out to play. 14 on the shot clock. Taiwan goes to Wamar. Tolentino trying to harass him. Panganiban fakes. Tahonera from the corner. No good. Offensive rebound, Zach Wang.
Oo, the value of Zachary Wang. Na, you know, 100%. Nandiyan talaga yung effort itong player na to.
Taiwan losing Archie. Oh my goodness! An ankle breaker three-pointer by Marvin Taiwan. Now the ball goes out of bounds. Boy, what a play.
Oo, alam mo yun. Hindi yung three-pointer eh. Yung timing ng three-pointer ni Marvin Taiwan.
This three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme. One-stop shop appliances. On the isolation, the guy who has come alive in the playoffs comes alive once again, but this time in front of the home crowd. Just dazzling everybody here inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center.
Must be the hair.
I did ask him about it and he said, baka buenas.
Baka buenas.
59-53, Balti Baltazar. On to Encho, man down for San Juan. Serrano could not answer back. And there's a foul on the rebounding sequence. It's on Zach Wang.
Wow. Ito talaga, literal mix. Yung key na yan, diyan naglalaro yung mga big boys. Okay, look at this.
Zach Wang just doing everything that he can to try to contain Alan Liwag. To the point that he had to hug him. And so it's a foul on Zach. 2 free throws for Allen. First one is good for the Caviteño.
Now, for you to do that, talaga you have to be yung conditioning level mo dapat talaga napakataas na talaga.
Before we continue, Ale Abbas of Dasmariñas, Ivy Pangilinan, happy birthday. And Justin Kalimlim from Thailand, good evening po sa inyo.
Worldwide talaga, no?
Oh, yes. 59-55, 3 minutes and 15 in the third quarter. Here's Marwin. Pinapalabas si Nico Panganiban. Lamar's running around. 9 on the shot clock. Jeff Tahonera, back to Nico. Panganiban drives, he escapes.
Good one.
Layup is good. On the other end, Tolentino traveled.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lifting violation, not a travel.
Again, that was it's clear. Crystal clear na talagang nilift talaga ni Neil Tolentino yung bola. So, let's see if they're gonna continue doing this. Okay, from horn setup, staggered screen.
Here's Taiwan from the same angle on the ISO. Taiwan sizing up Garcia. 9 on the shot clock. To the corner. Tahonera! Short. Rebound Encho.
Yeah, Pampanga committing 16 turnovers in this game. At itong San Juan naman, just 6.
MJ goes to Encho. Garcia to the corner. Tolentino. That's an air ball from Neil. Ball out of bounds in favor of San Juan.
Neil Tolentino is doing too much. He needs to stay dun sa kanyang lakas. Alam mo yun, he did that in that first half. So he just have to continue. No touches for Justin Baltazar in the last 3 sequence.
Would you credit that to the defense of San Juan as Nico Panganiban misses? Is it the defense of San Juan?
Oo, talagang forcing eh. Kaya pinag-usapan natin before the game. Importante yung disiplina ng Giant Lantern sa larong ito if they wanted to close out San Juan here in Philoil Arena.
That's a miss by Taiwan. He did not have the numbers. MJ Garcia drives. MJ on the extension. He gets the bounce. 14 for MJ. He's the leading scorer of Pampanga. 4-point game. 80 seconds to go in the third. Orlan, three-pointer.
And you know, Coach Randy sticking to this 2-3 zone. Siguro kasi nakita niya na hindi nakaka-convert from beyond the arc itong Giant Lanterns eh.
Pampanga swinging that ball around. Encho finds Tolentino. He attacks. And it's just out of bounds. A turnover.
Again, doing too much.
Tolentino will now take a breather as we take a look at this Orlan Wamar three-pointer from top of the key. There's a reason why he's the three-point king of the Mpbl.
Oo. And you know, no, they got close already.
The buzzer is sounding.
Yeah. There were 6 players, 6 white shirts inside the team.
So that's a tech, right?
That's a tech.
Tolentino, I thought he was supposed to be subbed out.
Oo.
Who was the 6th player? Were you able to spot him?
Yeah, Encho Serrano just sat down. Encho was there, then he sat down.
The referee, Jay Casaverde, is now clearing things up. Boy, you can just feel the intensity here inside the Philoil Eco Oil Center.
Oo.
Again, I mentioned this in the first half. We already have great venues in the Mpbl. Shout out to provinces like Nueva Ecija, Pampanga, Quezon Province. Usually, Bacoor, but usually in Manila, in Metro Manila, hindi ganito kaingay.
Oo.
So this is a special night as we take a look at what happened with the substitution of Pampanga. Ayun, umupo si Neil.
Yeah. Actually, I was looking at Balti because Balti was really frustrated. He was gonna hold his water, tapos biglang nagalit siya. Then suddenly, they asked Neil Tolentino to get na bumalik dun sa floor. So dun
Naging anim.
because Encho was still there as well.
All right, let's hear from Richard Campos on this official call as he's getting instructions from our referees.
Technical foul is called on Pampanga Giant Lanterns for improper bench decorum.
Yeah, that's
Second
automatic.
infraction.
Technical foul. Here's the gimme for Orlan Mamar.
And you know, when Pampanga thought that nandun na sila, makukuha na nila yung kalamangan,
Ooh,
San Juan Knights answered with a run.
yep, that has been the story for Senator Jingo Estrada. Every time San Juan misses a free throw.
Pwede bang sa 3-point shot na mag-free throw si Orlan Omar?
Parang masurbol pa eh, no? Orlan's three-point shooting. Oh, he's hit 2 threes already in this game, which is better. Let me check game number 1. No, he's 1 short away from matching his game 1 output from downtown. 64-57. Wamar drives. He's blocked. See what happened here.
Yeah. Look at how athletic this guy is.
Baseline inbound. Nico Panganiban needs a teammate. There's Jeff Tahonera against Arwin Santos. The ultimate veterans of our 2 teams.
Oo. Nagsabay pa yata sa UAAP itong dalawa eh.
Jeff Pavilion from downtown.
Again, making it rain.
What a way for you to score your first points in game number 2.
And these are the contributions na sobrang laki.
Arwin to answer back. Off to the right. Rebound to Honera. 13 seconds to go before the end of the third.
Now again, lead back into double digit para sa San Juan Knights.
Down to 3 seconds. Orlan drives, kick out. What a pass. Taiwan! Yes, sir! Orlan Momar, the franchise player of the San Juan Knights, with one of the toughest passes that we have ever seen. And there's the angle for Marvin Taiwan. Almost the same angle as his ankle breaker. The Archie Concepcion is able to make the crowd explode here inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center.
I like Orlan Mamar's reaction. Parang sobrang sigurado siya that Marvin Taiwan would connect that three-pointer.
With all of the disadvantages brought about by the 2 point guards on the floor, that's one of the advantages when you have them together, at least for San Juan. It's 70-57 as that three-pointer definitely counted for Marvin Taiwan. Boy, what a ride it has been. 70-57 after 3. Let's see our player matchup. It's the two bigs, Balti Baltazar versus Mike Alisaan.
Pero sa akin, Justin, okay, usual numbers, pero itong si Mike Alisaan, though 7 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, but the energy na inumpisahan niya sa larong ito, defending Justin Baltazar, enough already para para umandar yung team niyang San Juan Knights.
There you see the difference in terms of points. 10 for Balti, 7 for Mike. Again, for Pampanga, their brightest star, ironically, in this game has been MJ Garcia. He leads the way with 14 points. Balti is the second leading scorer with 10. On the other end, as you mentioned, Calisan has taken a backseat in terms of scoring. It's Orlan Momar with 15. Nico Panganiban has 14, and Marvin Taiwan has 13 to his name.
And you know, when we have that numbers, looking at it, pinapanood natin halos lahat ng laro dito sa Mpbl Mix. We know, especially up against a team, a strong team. Pag ganyan yung numbers ng San Juan, maganda lagi yung nagiging chance nila.
Fourth quarter now begins in game number 2 of the North Division Finals. Thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez alongside Coach Louie Gonzalez, Mika Abesames, and Sidney Crespo at your service. Cross-court pass. Here's Balti going to Encho.
San Juan sticking to that hybrid zone. Sayang, 6 seconds left and pumaul pa si Nico Panganiban.
So if you're Pampanga, is it just the three-pointer that's going to be the solution to this zone?
I think you have a Balti Baltazar in your team. Okay, with this kind of defense, you know that the ball needs to get to Justin Baltazar's hand. Kasi isasakin niya yung defense eh. And after the kick out, doon kayo aatake.
Well, MJ Garcia answered to the call in that previous sequence. The lead is 11, 70-59. Nico Panganiban against Arwin Santos. Nico lost Arwin. Turnaround shot off to the left. Balik tayo kay Encho. Serrano for 3. That's a big one.
Now if you're Pampanga, you'll be happy starting the fourth quarter with that run.
5-0 run, just as you mentioned. And that's the second three-pointer of the Lanterns out of 17 tries as Orlan misses. Rebound to Arvin Santos. He's being challenged by Zach Wang. Scramble. A lot of hands on that ball.
Oo. And I think right now, Arvin Santos, nararamdaman niya na kung gano'ng ka-intense tayo dito sa Mpbl.
Well, we kind of anticipated this as well. Na as long as Pampanga is advancing in the playoffs, then we should expect more and more intensity coming out from Arvin.
Oo. Pero again, yung adjustment kasi na here, you know, okay, or lahat ng mga players natin dito, they don't mind. Alam mo yun, hindi na nangingilala eh. Talagang maglalaro na lang eh.
Missed by Taiwan. Here's JB Bahio. No numbers for him. Wisely waited for his teammates.
So let's see if Pampanga, San Juan, still sticking to that 2-3 zone.
Encho goes to Arvin. They swing it to MJ. Garcia drives. Cross court. 5 on the shot clock. Serrano. Arvin. Mid-range. Too strong. Rebound Bahio. The ball was snatched away, but there was a foul called. It's on Zach Wang.
Third foul.
Second team foul. Shot clock 14 seconds.
Baseline inbound. Up top to MJ. They swing it to Arvin. Back to Garcia. Encho. Same look. Different result. And there's a foul. Was that on Zach again? Or on the other side? It's a foul. Yes, on Zach Wang.
Yeah, 4 fouls.
Number 16, San Juan is 4.
Yeah, these are the things that you expect. Because, you know, you really need to battle it out down low.
Adrian Nocum will now check in alongside Jeff Avillanar. You'd want to keep and preserve Zach Wang and Marvin Taiwan for possibly our crucial minutes.
Oo. Alam, meron pa sana si Ribug Sang eh. Kaso he's not yet, parang hindi pa siya 100% eh.
And he's been in and out of the rotation, Coach Louis. A bit of a struggle for Reeve in the past games. Garcia from way out. No good. Rebound Orlan. Momar. Screen up top. Orlan fires. No bounce. Rebound Kalisan, but he seemed to have pushed Balti. That's the 4th foul as well by Mike Kalisan.
And you know, again, it will be expected. It's not easy battling it out with 6'7", 6'8", 6'6" athletic front line.
So we go back with Enzo Serrano in Pampanga against that zone of San Juan. Balti being defended by Kalisan, who has 4 fouls as we mentioned. Baltazar double team. Baltazar is blocked. Nocum goes to Omar. Orlan swinging it. Panganiban for 3. Too strong. Rebound Nocum. He lost the ball, but it's recovered by San Juan. Orlan off of the switch. Bounce pass. That's too weak.
Yeah, too weak.
And on the other end, Encho Serrano is fouled. Well, that should give everybody a breather here in San Juan, as we all deserve so.
Medyo may anxious moment na yung ating crowd eh.
But now, why don't we go technical once more as Coach Louis, evaluate your keys to victory for Pampanga.
Starlight, star bright, flashes only ang nakita natin. So, okay, it's a no for me. Killer's instinct, relax. Diba? Parang alam nila na they're up 1-0 versus the San Juan Knights. But start strong, finish stronger. Ito hindi pa natin alam. We still have 6 minutes, 56 seconds to kung matatapos pa ng Pampanga itong series nila versus the San Knights.
How about the side of San Juan, your keys to victory?
Okay. Pace and tempo, it's a plus. Okay, battle of the boards, nakita naman natin. Even though na they're in foul trouble, alam mo yun, nandun sila ng umpisa pero medyo lumakas yung Pampanga dyan. Making it rain I think that's one thing, one of the reason why up to now lamang pa itong San Juan Knights.
There's a foul on the other end. It's on JB Bahio. 4 fouls now on him. All right. Let me get through this. Some more greetings. Former Finals MVP, Mike Ionine is watching with Jake Coper, Christopher Conway. RB Bringas is watching as well sa Camellia Orani, Bataan. Magandang gabi po sa inyo. All right, I'm going to give a disclaimer to everybody else. I'm going to be focusing on the game for the rest of our time with 6.5 minutes to go. So thank you for joining us as we continue to enjoy game number 2. There's a substitution here. JB Bahio will now sit down.
Yeah, you know, it's really an exciting game. Yung shift ng momentum kasi di ba, ang daming shift magkakaroon ng mini runs. Actually, mini runs ang pinag-uusapan.
Enzo Serrano, nice looking layup. 71-65, Orlan. Bomar needing a teammate. There's Jeff Avillonar. Back to Orlan. 13 on the clock. Pass inside. Nocum lost the ball.
Yeah, Adrian Nocum, kaya hindi masyado siya nagiging factor sa game na to. After a good start, medyo naglumamig na.
Enzo Serrano onto Balti. The usual two-man game. Foul obtained once more by Justin Baltazar. See what happened in the previous sequence. Balti finding his old-time buddy in Enzo Serrano, who is one half of the ninjas that you described in the first half.
Yeah, you know, even if you a little bump, or even if you bump him hard sa ganong klaseng action, kala mo Enzo can still create something out of that.
All right, now we have a report coming in from Sydney Crespo.
Alam niyo, Mix and Coach Louie, pinahinga ni Coach Randy sina Zach Nico, Orlan, Marvin at Jeff Avillonar sa bench bago nagsimula ang fourth quarter. Ang signal niya, huminga muna kayo saglit. Sabay paalala na last 10 minutes na lang. Ito yung sinasabi ni Coach Randy nung division semifinals pa lang na inuubos na nila lahat ng correction sa practice. So when it's game time, it's all up to his players. Nasabi niya to nung tinanong ko kung bakit madalang ko siyang makitang tensed or stressed in game. Ngayon natin dapat makita yung composure at kumpiyansa na sinasabi ni Orlan sa akin kaninang pinakamalaking bagay na binigay daw sa kanya ni Coach Randy mula 2018. Back to you guys.
Actually, that's definitely a good point though. Coach Randy Alcantara is, number one, a soft-spoken guy. But number two, because of his experience in this level of play, he's so used to this that he's such a nice example to his players on the floor.
Exactly. And, you know, ito yung mga teams ni Coach Randy, ito yung mga halos walang movement. Kasi nagtitiwala siya doon sa mga kinukuha niyang players Kaya nagsishine sa kanya
Balik tayo sa Pampanga. They're down by 5. Halfway through the fourth and final frame. Rebounding story. A plus 23 for Pampanga. JLC from the corner.
And alam mo yun, it just shows the depth in terms of talent nitong Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Yung mga players na even at nabigyan lang ng maikling playing time, alam mo yun, hindi na nag-iisip
The ball was tapped out of bounds in favor of Pampanga. Good defense there by the Lanterns. And now they have a chance to tie the game up, maybe even get the lead with a three-pointer as they take a look at that drive and kick by Enzo Serrano on the John Lloyd Clemente.
Okay, this guy just came in from bench, will not think twice because we know kung ano yung pwede namang ibigay din ni JLC.
Oh, he used to be the leading scorer of the NU Bulldogs back in the UAAP. That's how good this guy is. 71-69. Down to 3 seconds. Orlan drives, kick out. What a pass. Taiwan! Yes, sir!
This assist of the game is brought to you by Nexus 88 Gaming.
presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fans of the game, just like the Avenus. Do more and achieve more with the muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki. The Avenus, oras na para magmotor. Now the Kapampangans are well alive inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center because they have a golden opportunity to either tie the game up or get their first lead of game number 2.
Totoo yan. And again, not giving up. And alam mo yung timely substitution na ginagawa ni Coach Gov Delta right now is really doing wonders para sa kanila makabalik ito sa larong ito. So let's see.
Two-man game up top. Signature Pampanga, that is. The ball is back with Encho. Serrano drives. Serrano scores. We're tied at 71.
Yeah, what about Encho Serrano in this fourth quarter mix?
4 minutes and 14. Taiwan is fouled. That's team foul number 2 for Pampanga in the fourth quarter. Let's see the previous sequence. Encho Serrano able to fake that pass to the corner as he gave us that layup. Tied at 71. Marwin. Taiwan to Tahonera. 4 on the shot clock. Taiwan has to make something happen. There's a whistle blown. It's a foul on Pampanga.
Oo. Yeah, we were talking about it off-air na itong Pampanga, 1 foul pa lang sa fourth quarter. Pero ito, 2 quick fouls after that timeout.
Orlan Omar is now about to return in this game. Scoring in this quarter, Coach Louis, 16-1.
And you know, 8 points out of those 16 galing kay Encho Serrano. Really come out alive in this fourth quarter.
We're back with Marwin. Under 4 minutes to go in game number 2. Orlan Momar against JLC. Momar, bounce pass. Zach Wang, too strong. Rebound to Balti.
Yeah, Zach Wang needs to be careful there. Nursing 4 fouls already.
A chance for Pampanga to get its first lead in this game. That's a backcourt violation.
Yeah, good stop there by Adrian Nocum. Again, tied. Not yet. Ayaw pa rin ibigay ng San Juan na makaramdam ng kalamangan itong Pampanga Giant Lanterns makes.
Nocum did not even tap the ball. That's definitely off of Encho Serrano. 7 on the shot clock. Zach Wang inside. Zach Wang needs a teammate. There's Orlan for 3. That's short. Rebound Zach. Kick out. Taiwan. His three-pointer. Too strong. And there's a scramble. Recovery for Pampanga.
You're gonna admire the heart of Zachary Wang here in this game, Amig.
3 minutes and change. Pampanga. Can they finally get the lead?
There
Pick and roll. Allen Liwag for 2.
Finally. And you know what? Ang pinakamaganda doon, off a great pick and roll execution.
73-71. Taiwan. Nice shot. We're tied again. Two and a half minutes remain in game number 2.
It's Coach Randy sticking to that two-guard combination na Orlan Wamar and
Marvin
Taiwan.
Missed by Encho. Here's Adrian Nocum on the run. Nocum crosses. Kick out. Orlan to Marwin. That's his angle. Too strong. Rebound Zach.
Wow, Zachary Wang.
San Juan slows things down. 7 on the shot clock. Momar drives. Momar misses. Forward pass. Encho Serrano. One guy to beat. Serrano is fouled.
And you know, best effort already there by Jeff Tahonera.
Let's see the two-man game between Encho Serrano and Allen Liwag.
Okay, great execution there. Okay, with Allen Liwag finishing it off a backboard floater. Ang ganda eh.
So that gave Pampanga its first lead in this game. before the answer of Marvin Taiwan. The foul obviously was called on the 41-year-old Jeff Tahonera, who had to chase Encho Serrano on that fast break opportunity.
Oh, and you know what's hard there is you're gonna appreciate Jeff there being in control. And talagang hinabol niya talaga si Encho eh.
Well, he had no choice, Coach Louie, as you mentioned.
Again, earn it from the line.
There's a warning on Encho. Let's see his free throw shooting. He's 1 out of 4 so far in this game. Pampanga is shooting at a 66% clip. First one is good. Lead back with the Giant Lanterns. 14 points now for Encho Serrano in this game.
Oh, what a game, Migs. What a game.
He also has 3 rebounds and 6 assists, by the way. For those of you who still don't know about it, if San Juan wins this game, we will go back to the Brenzigiao Convention Center this coming Saturday for game number 3. If Pampanga wins, they will advance to the Mpbl National Finals, awaiting the victors between the Bacoor City Strikers and the Batangas City Embassy Chill.
And you know, both divisions, ang ganda ng match-up eh. And siguro sa akin as expected, especially sa South. And this one, you know, San Juan, sila yung, though nasa 6 sila, the lowest seeded team that made it to the national finals. Pero hindi naman ganun kalaki sa rin yung difference ng ating mga team standings eh.
And we argued it since round number 1 that San Juan didn't really seem like a 6th seed.
Oo.
Some people still think of them as the 3 seed. They matched up against Makati, Nueva Ecija, and now Pampanga. I'm sure you as well would say that that's the toughest journey by any team in the top 4.
Oo, and you know, that series versus the Makati OK Bet Kings that went into double overtime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We played Monday eh. Natapos kami Tuesday na.
All right, now it's 10:50 in the evening. 74-73. Second free throw for Encho Serrano. That's short. Rebound to no one. Ball tapped away. Jump ball. But the referees can review this for under 2 minutes.
And these are the situations that you don't want to make a mistake. Our referees right now, especially we're under the last 2 minutes, reviewable na lahat eh. Pwede na nilang, just to make sure. Ang laki ng at stake dito sa larong ito.
That's why napainom na ng tubig itong si Senior Deputy Speaker Congressman Don Gonzales with Coach Raiko Toroman at the sideline. Some legends in Philippine basketball, some celebrities joining us as well. Even some junior Mpbl players are present. That's the rest of the Gonzales family, by the way. Former San Juan players, Paulo Javillanar, Fran Yu. They also have Ron Denison there with Kevin Villafranca and Kenneth Villapando.
And you're gonna appreciate na itong mga teams na to because naging pamilya na eh.
Oh, yes.
Diba? And with right now, sabi ko yung muscular ko right now na it's yung buong crowd eh. Yung crowd ng San Juan, ito yung crowd nitong Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Talagang grabe engagement nila from the starting buzzer up to now, Migs.
Well, Coach Louie, this is the longest league in the Philippines, right? It stretches to 10 months.
Oo.
There's the build-up. Since the beginning of the season, may mga fans din talaga na, alam mong inaabangan yung division finals, yung national finals, kung saan may expectation na tayo na ganito ang magiging atmosphere.
Oo, and this is the first time na, alam mo, ngayong araw na to, kanina hapon pa ako nandito, sa totoo lang eh, di ba?
By the way, congratulations on your win, Coach Louie.
Pero nung pagbalik ko, nakita ko kung gano'ng karami yung crowd natin. Ibang klase.
Daniel Defonso, Congressman Eric Martinez, Sir Danny Espiritu. Rodney Santos, by the way, is joining us, our former analyst here in the Mpbl. Shout out to you, Coach Rodney. All right. So the referees decided that it's going to be Pampanga possession. They're up by 1. Encho Serrano.
Same play. Now they switch it.
Zach Wang with 4 fouls, trying to cover Encho. He passes to JLC. 3-pointer is good.
JLC. Yeah. How important yung dalawang 3-pointer niya.
Great recognition by Enzo Serrano. From Lasal, he gave that ball up to NU. And that ball swishes through for John Lloyd Clemente. His first 3-pointer came from the corner. Now it's from the left wing. And he just gave us that Steph Curry night-night celebration.
And we know that itong Pampanga Giant, they've been struggling beyond the arc all throughout this game. But JLC, alam mo yun, answered with that. Ito lang, ganito kadali lang tumira ng 3 points. Back-to-back pa.
So now, Senator Jinggoy Estrada and company, with their backs against the wall, will look for solutions. We have 100 seconds to go in game number 2. It's a 4-point lead for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Minutes and change. Pampanga, can they finally get the lead?
There
Pick and roll. Allen Liwag for 2.
This assist of the game is brought to you by Nexus 88 Gaming.
The Pampanga Giant Lanterns are closing in into being the North Division champions in the 5th season of the Mpbl. But we still have 100 seconds to go in game number 2 between Coach Dennis Delta Pineda and Coach Randy Alcantara. The champion coach of Season 2 of the Mpbl representing San Juan is still looking for answers. They still have light on their side, down by 4, but this is the biggest lead of Pampanga after San Juan led by as many as 19 in the first half.
Okay, talking about not giving up, sticking to the game plan, sticking to each other, and trusting. Ito yung ginawa ng Giant Lantern sa larong ito.
Sideline inbound for Marvin Taiwan. He works with Nico Panganiban, Michael Kalisaan, Zach Juan, and Orlan Wamar. Here's Orlan, screened by Kalisaan. Wamar against Liwag. 8 on the shot clock. Orlan crosses. He steps back. This is a big one. Short. Rebound Zach Juan. Back to Orlan. Wamar drives. Wamar with the reverse. Bothered by Balti Baltazar. Forward pass. Balti double team. They go to Liwag.
Etong San Juan are already in the penalty.
Balti trying to attack. Almost a steal. Kick out. 6 on the shot clock. Encho for the dagger. Short. And there's a foul in the rebounding sequence. It's on San Juan.
And you know, we can do nothing about it anymore. Nico Panganiban, batting it out for a positioning versus a 6'7" Justin Baltazar. Wala ka na magagawa. It was Zachary Wang, sorry.
That's it. That's it for Zach. 5 fouls. Adrian Nocom will replace him. So now San Juan goes even smaller. 2 free throws now are given to Balti Baltazar. 12 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists for Balti.
And he's not gonna miss.
Free throw shooting now at 4 out of 5 for Balti Baltazar, our leading MVP candidate in the 5th season of the Mpbl. Second one is good. It's a 6-point advantage, the biggest lead in this game for Pampanga. 1 minute to go. Taiwan for 3. That's good. San Juan is still alive.
Mahaba pa to, Mix. Mahaba pa to.
And now there's a charge called on Pampanga. And Coach Randy is asking for a technical foul on the coaching staff of the Giant Lanterns. Pampanga is arguing that they were actually asking for a timeout before the charge.
Oo, so wala yun. No call. Kasi nag-reserve sila ng timeout na if San Juan will make a basket, ta-timeout sila.
So there's the three-pointer. After that, the charge was located on the floor. Wait for a push here. There you go, by MJ Garcia. But as that was happening, there was already a timeout that was supposed to be called for the Pampanga side.
Oo, and you know, for our viewers, ganun po kaingay talaga ngayon dito.
Yes.
Talagang yung whistle ng referee, yung buzzer ng ating mga table officials, talagang medyo nahihirapan ho kami talagang marinig.
All right, so our referees have talked among each other and seen about their decision. We shall listen into the huddle of Coach Dennis Pineda.
Guys, huwag kayong bababa kagad yung dodobol kay Balte. O sa may guys, magpakita ha. Pasa na kagad, tapos sa taano tayo. Baba kagad ha.
Formation, boss. Formation. Formation.
Boss, yung Taiwan na lang sushoot dyan. Depensa natin, Taiwan. Pare,
Stop. Okay, basket naman na tayo magkamay. Pag wala, mag-punch na tayo para kita ang corner court. Ikaw na naman sa akin. Kinarap at shoot na tayo. Diko. Omar. Mike. Yoko.
We're getting some signals that, yes, the timeout was called, so it's not going to be a charge on Pampanga. They will keep possession here. Up by 3 points with 55.7 seconds to go in game number 2. But we still have to hear it from Richard Campos for the official call.
Ladies and gentlemen, the timeout has called after the basket. There was no offensive foul.
There you go.
Yeah, they really need to do that just to be clear. Diba? So Pampanga opted to take that ball out sa backcourt. Medyo gamble to, Mix.
JLC works with MJ Garcia. Now there's a foul called on Marvin Taiwan, which means free throws already for MJ. Wow, everything happened so fast in that previous possession.
And okay, itong ina-argue ni Coach Randy is parang hindi na ganun kanipis yung tawagan natin all throughout. Correct?
Yes. Kumbaga ituloy nyo na hanggang dulo.
Ituloy nyo na eh. Oo, hanggang dulo eh. And itong San Juan, it's already in the penalty.
And that's why MJ is already at the line, getting ready to shoot free throws. Let's see if there really was a foul here. Ayun ang hawak ni Marvin.
Recover lang eh.
That's why I need you to explain it to everybody right now, Coach Louie. In each game, calls are relative, right?
Oo. And it's always important na you let the coaches know how you are calling it. Kasi doon kami nag-a-adjust eh. Kung magsimula kayo ng maninipis na tawag right from the get-go, mag-a-adjust kami.
Tama.
Pero hindi pwedeng you're letting the players play, then may darating na sitwasyon na biglang maiiba yung paggagalingan ng desisyon mo. Nagiging detrimental, pero especially itong sa crucial part ng ating ball game. And banging bodies. Alam mo, kanina pa tayo naghahawakan, pero para sa atin masyadong light.
Well, the referees are clearing it out right now, just to be sure with that call, with 54 seconds to go. But is there actually a chance that they would rescind it?
That I don't know. Because hindi pa yun nangyayari.
Usually, tutuloy nila yan,
Tutuloy nila yan. No? They have to stick to it. Okay, that's their decision. That's their judgment. They need to stand to it. Alam mo, wala nang challenge eh.
And so, we shall continue as well with the mindset that MJ Garcia is about to shoot free throws.
Oo.
He's 2 out of 3 from the line so far. Before the emergence of Encho Serrano in the fourth quarter, MJ, and correct me if I'm wrong about this, MJ was the best player of Pampanga.
Oo, totoo yan. And he was the reason na bakit naka-recover out of that big deficit etong Pampanga Giant Lanterns na hindi nakakashoot si Balti at the start, hindi nakaka-contribute si Encho. It was MJ talaga na nag-answer dun sa call nila.
Remember, Pampanga trailed by as many as 19 points in this game before leading by as many as 6. You know, this could have been over by now if Marvin Taiwan did not make that previous three-pointer as well.
Exactly. But you know, San Juan will not give up without a fight. Talagang nandyan palagi sila. So let's see what will happen here.
All right. Our referees will be speaking with Richard Campos for the official call. And we shall listen to the OG arena announcer of the Mpbl.
And I think if he admit, there's admission of miss wrong call there.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was inadvertent whistle.
There you go. They take it back.
Oo.
So there's not going to be a foul. They actually took it back.
Oo, kasi coach, the Pampanga Giant Lanterns will understand na hindi naman ganun eh.
All right. So JLC will be inbounding. They're still at their backcourt. He has Encho Serrano with him, MJ Garcia, Alan Liwag, and Balti Baltazar as well. But now, the referees are going to review something else.
Okay, they're gonna put back the time. I think it was 55.7 seconds sa ating game clock.
Well, at least they should get things right before we continue.
Oo.
I just hope that the players haven't been iced with the lull that we have been experiencing.
Oo, and Pampanga should also understand na itong inbound play na to is after a basket. So Encho Serrano can move around doon sa ating baseline to inbound that basketball.
Right, because you can't move at the sideline.
Oo. So pwede pa siyang gumalaw kasi bumalik lang naman tayo eh. What a game.
All right. The referees have made a decision. It looks like we're just going to continue here. Again, let's establish the circumstances.
Oo, sayang. Alam mo yun, they're on top of everything from the first 39 minutes.
All right, official time is at 54.5 seconds. We have one timeout remaining for each of our coaches. MJ Garcia trying to cross that ball. He goes to Alan Liwag.
Great press break there.
Here's Encho Serrano against Marvin Taiwan. A three-point lead for Pampanga. Two-man game up top. Encho met by Nico Panganiban. 6 on the shot clock. Whistle blown. Dribbling violation on Encho Serrano. So now Coach Randy will call his last timeout. It's a one-possession game. San Juan is down by 3 as they fight for survival in the 5th season of the Mpbl with 35 seconds to go. Juan with 4 fouls, trying to cover Encho. He passes to JLC. Three-pointer is good!
This assist of the game is brought to you by Nexus 88 Gaming.
Let's see that last turnover committed by Enzo Serrano. So he lifted the ball up. That caused the violation.
Yeah, in that crossover from right to left. Okay, this one. Yeah, medyo matagal talaga. Ni left ni Enzo Serrano. So, let's see what Coach Randy designed after that timeout. Game resets, itong Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Wala pa sa penalty. Still has one foul to give.
Timeouts remaining. Just one for Pampanga, 0 for San Juan. Sideline inbound for Orlan Romar as he works with Adrian Noco, Michael Calisaan, Marvin Taiwan, and Nico Panganiban. 14 on the shot clock, 35 on the game clock.
So let's see if Adrian Nocom will...
Here he is.
Yeah.
Against Alan Liwag. Screen by Calisaan. Nocom, drive and kick. Panganiban for the tie. Off to the left, rebound, Baltazar. Balti will bring the ball down himself. Now the ball is with Enzo. Should San Juan foul here? There you go. No more shot clock remained. And so Enzo Serrano will now proceed to the line.
It was a good one. It was a good play, putting that ball to Nico Panganiban's hand, who's been hot in this game.
So Enzo Serrano will be tested at the stripe. Enzo, after starting off slow in this game, has come alive in the fourth quarter. He's 2 out of 6 from the stripe. 5 out of 20 shooting from the field for Enzo. What a long night. But it's never too late for him to rescue Pampanga.
You know, the fourth quarter. His fourth quarter, 10 points, 4 assists.
Wow.
So, if you're gonna total it, 18 points, mix.
4 times 2 pa. Tama. 18 points.
But
2
you know,
free throws made.
One good thing that Pampanga did well here in the fourth, in the closeout, is to limit the San Juan Knights to just 6 fourth quarter points.
And that's after scoring 24 of their own. An 18-point swing in the final frame. It's now a 5-point lead for Pampanga with 12.7 seconds to go. Let's see if San Juan can give us a miracle in these last seconds.
And you know, I'm still gonna give it to San Juan. We know that they depleted na tong lineup na to. Wala ng players, puro injury na. Pero still, they gave Pampanga Giant Lanterns a run for their money.
And this should be one of the best games that we've ever had in the history of the Mpbl.
And talking about comebacks. Alam mo yun, they only tasted the lead dito lang sa fourth quarter.
And that's after trailing by 19. JLC also has come alive with 2 clutch 3-pointers. He misses his first gimme, but it's no problem because it's a 2-possession game in favor of Pampanga with 4.5 seconds to go.
And I think that was the game changer. That 2 John Lloyd Clemente 3-pointers really changed the game.
Last 3 here for Marwin. That's no good. And there you have it. The Pampanga Giant Lanterns will advance to the 2023 Mpbl National Finals.
What a game. What a game.
They will also be crowned as your 2023 Mpbl North Division champions. What a journey it has been for Pampanga, being the #1 team all season long, only losing twice, and they remain undefeated in these playoffs. Tested on the road, down by 19, but they win it by 6 here in San Juan.
You know, I'm gonna give it doon sa mga unsung heroes nitong team na to. It was yung bench, yung depth nila, ang nag-step up. Ito, talking about unsung heroes, MJ Garcia, Neil Tolentino doon sa ating first half, Allen Liwag, John Lloyd Clemente.
So it's not just Enzo Serrano and Balti Baltazar. Much like what happened in game number 1, our best player was JB Bahio.
Really, and JB Bahio struggled in this game.
But no worries for him because they are a deep team after all. We take a look at some highlights. There you see the drive-in kick by Enzo Serrano, who had 4 assists in the fourth and final frame, totaling 7 dimes in this matchup. 2 going to John Lloyd Clemente for 2 clutch threes. And also, he came alive in terms of scoring, even though he shot the ball 5 out of 20 from the field. At least the 5 shots came at the perfect time.
Oo, napakalaking bagay noon. And you know, that's all about, alam mo yun, yung Encho being Encho, taking over.
So congratulations to Governor Coach Dennis Delta Pineda. First, by building a championship caliber of a squad representing Pampanga. Last year, they only had Archie Concepcion leading the way. But now, Archie is one of the stars alongside Balti Baltazar and Serrano. Even Arwin Santos is on the roster for Pampanga. And they will await the victors between Bacoor and Batangas for our national finals. Now we turn you over to Mika Abesamis.
Maraming salamat at kasama ko ngayon ang best player of this ball game na si Encho Serrano. Encho, aminin ko sa'yo, kahit ako akala ko babalik tayo sa Pampanga, no? Lalo na nung down kayo by 19. Ikaw ba, nagkaroon ka kahit konting doubt?
Yun nga, nung first half, sobrang sama. Nagsisisiyan kami kasi ang pangit ng nilalaro namin. Kahit kami dalawa ni Balti, nag-aaway na kami sa loob. So kanina, nung pagtapos ng first half, sabi ko sa kanya, Tol, magtiwala ka lang din sa akin. Magtiwala tayo sa isa't isa. Magtutulungan tayo dito. Lahat naman tayo gusto natin, maganda yung laro natin. And yun, yung gov coach namin, yun nga, binigyan niya kami ng payo na magtulungan kayo and hiningi niya din sa amin. And syempre, nai-inspire din kami sa lahat ng mga Kapampangan na pumunta pa dito. And yun, kaya siguro meron kami pinangugutan para makuha namin itong panalo na to.
And so speaking of tulungan, alam naman natin na frontline ang lamang nyo sa San Juan. Pero ibibigay ko sa inyong dalawa, backcourt boys kayo ni MJ Garcia itong larong ito.
Yun nga, basta sinabi ko naman kasi kay MJ na pag-open siya, tumira siya, pag kaya niyang atakihin, huwag siya mag-hesitate. Kasi magaling naman talaga si MJ. So, yun, sabi ko sa kanya, kumpiyansa lang siya. And yun nga, nagagawa niya naman yung best niya kanina.
And so marami ka ng pinagdaanan na championships. Gaano kalapit to sa puso mo?
Siyempre, maraming salamat sa Panginoon. Sobrang pagod kasi hindi naman basta-basta to.
Thank you, boy!
Siyempre, kundi rin sa pinagpaguran namin. So, hindi pa kami nakukontento kasi meron pa kaming yung North-South na final. So, siguro paghahandaan pa namin yun. Hindi pa kami tapos.
Sino mga gustong mong batiin, Encho?
Siyempre, first, nagpapasalamat ako sa Panginoon na binigay niya panalo sa amin. Papasalamat ako sa lahat ng Kapampangan na sumuporta sa amin dito. Yung family ko, yung mga pinsan ko, and yung girlfriend ko na nandito ngayon, si Zayael Bitam, tsaka si Bacalino family, si Kyle, si Bianca, and kay Sophia. So, favorite na baby ko, si Bryle, and si Joaquin, and si Amara, and sa lahat ng Kapampangan, Coach Tutoy, and kay Gob, na walang sawang sumusuporta sa amin, laging andyan. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng sumuporta. And sa pinsan ko, sa family ko, lahat. Kayo na yun.
Maraming salamat, Encho Serrano. At ngayon naman kasama ko ang pinakamasayang tao dito sa loob ng PhilOil Eco Oil ngayong gabi, si Governor Delta Pineda. Gov, una-una gusto ko batiin yung t-shirt mo na talaga namang deboto kayo ni Mama Mary. Gov, this was just a dream. But tonight, you have established your spot in the national finals. Gusto ko malaman ang kalooban nyo. Kung ano bang nasa loob nyo ngayong gabi, Gov?
What a comeback. Sabi ko sa mga bata, huwag kayong give up, kakayanin natin to. Pag lumamang tayo, mag-go all the way to, atin to. So, thank you Lord. Ang daming blessing. Grabe, hindi ko naisipin na makakabalik, pero wala. Ang dami ng malungkot. Pero, still, hindi kami nag-give up. Yung blessing ni God, binigay pa rin sa amin. Kaya ito, para sa mga Kapampangan, maraming salamat.
Gov, ngayon ko lang kayo nakita na ganito ka-emotional. Pero ang tanong ko, siguradong pinaghahandaan nyo na ang national final sa Brenzigya Convention Center. Excited na mga fans doon. Ano na po ba ang napagplanuhan nyo para doon, Gov?
Wala pa kami. Sabi ko sa'yo, 1 game at a time kami. I-break ko muna itong mga bata para break ko lang ng 2 days. Tsaka kami magpo-focus kung paano game plan ang gagawin namin kung sino man nanalo sa South.
Gov, anong gusto mo sabihin sa lahat ng Kapampangan na tuluyang sumusuporta sa Pampanga Giant Lanterns at sa Delta Camp, of course?
Sa lahat po ng Kapampangan na nandito ngayon, oh! Maraming salamat po sa lahat po na nanonood sa amin. Maraming salamat po sa mga dasal na binigay ninyo para sa inyo po itong championship na to.
Maraming salamat po, Governor Delta Pineda. Migs, Coach Louie.
Fantastic job by Mika Abisamis. Mika, make sure to recover now. Napasa siya doon sa previous interview na yun. But we have 4 points to respond on. First off, with Governor Coach Dennis Delta Pineda, I want to start off by saying that to our viewers out there who notice Governor Coach Dennis Delta Pineda with his hand on his face during the game, he does that because he's holding the rosary, and he actually kisses that rosary from time to time, a testament to how much love he has for Mama Mary, and of course, him being a religious person. And now let's focus on Encho Serrano. With Encho Serrano, you described him as one of the ninjas of Pampanga. I have to mention that because the other ninja was supposed to be our best player of the game in MJ Garcia.
Oo, and you know, Encho Serrano, the way he led ito nga Pampanga Giant Lanterns in that crucial fourth quarter run wherein hindi yung 22 points yung 6 yung limitation nila to single digit okay, for the San Juan Knights at their home court na alam natin na napakahirap. Kaya talagang siya yung nag-lead para dito sa Giant Lanterns para sa ganitong close-out na laro.
Amiga also asked Encho what the meaning of this championship run is for Encho Serrano, and that was a nice question because in itself, representing Pampanga should be giving you so much emotions as you enter the national finals because there's so much pride at stake and you are representing so many people who are close to your heart. And so let's see what they can do against either Bacoor or Batangas come our championship series. There you have it. The second point for Encho, do you want to respond on that? With him representing Pampanga?
Oo naman. And imagine, alam mo yun, binigyan siya ng choice. Okay, he was given a choice na where to play, but he chose to play for his hometown and represent his hometown. Alam mo yun, ibinigay niya yung pabor dun sa tiwala at tulong na ginagawa sa kanila ng kanilang mahalin na governor na itong si Coach Gov Pineda.
And lastly, about Encho Serrano, he mentioned nag-away na sila ni Balti kanina. That in itself should be a testament that it's not easy. Having a championship run in the Mpbl, you play for 10 months, your patience is going to be tested. And of course, a lot of basketball games will also put your back into the wall or against the wall. And this game certainly, if you ask me, this should be one of the biggest leads or one of the biggest deficits faced by Pampanga all season long, and they were able to recover.
Oo, talaga napakahirap ng ginawa nila ngayon na again, hindi biro yung pinag-usapan natin ito. Maybe this is the first time as well na naglaro sila sa home court ng kalaban nila.
Yes.
Alam mo yun na ganito yung crowd, ganito yung gate attendance natin. It's not easy, pero maganda dito, naniwala lang naman sila doon sa sinasabi ni Coach Gove. Magtiwala kayo, magaling tayo, kaya natin yan, mas malaki tayo sa kanila. Tsagain nyo lang, makukuha natin yan. And it did happen.
That's why they deserve the 2 days of rest this weekend for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. As for Senator Jinggoy Estrada and the rest of the San Juan Knights, he mentioned they also deserve a lot of credit. They were undermanned all season long. They got a lot of injuries. They were really, definitely smaller than Balti Baltazar and company in this series. But boy, did they give us one heck of a battle.
Oh, hats off to this San Juan team na talagang, you know, you're gonna appreciate yung teamwork nila, tsaka yung fight within them, the organization as well.
There you have it. Governor Coach Dennis Delta Pineda and the rest of Pampanga book a ticket to the 2023 Mpbl National Finals. They are our North Division champions in the 5th campaign of our league, but it's not yet over. They're gonna face either Bacoor or Batangas. And Coach Louie, we know it for a fact that those two are the 2 best defensive teams in the Mpbl.
It's gonna be an exciting one. It's, you know, ang inisip lang muna naman nila, it was a destiny for them to be the North Division Finals because they know it's medyo mabigat talaga yung ating Northern Division. Especially yung ating defending champion, kasama nila sa grupo.
Yes.
They were able to overcome that. Now they're the Northern Division Finals. So, let's see. It's gonna be a great matchup, either Bacoor Strikers or with the Batangas Embassy Chill. So, it's gonna be an exciting national finals mix.
The Pampanga Giant Lanterns still haven't lost a game in the 2023 Mpbl playoffs. They've only lost twice in the season. That's to Makati in Muntinlupa and against Batangas in Batangas. And so imagine if Batangas actually pulls off a comeback against Bacoor and they would bring that narrative to the finals sa tinalo nila ang Pampanga, there would actually be a revenge factor for Coach Dennis Jetta Pineda and company.
Oh, that's an additional motivation.
Tama.
Sa sobrang lakas na nitong na team na to. Alam mo yun, talagang no reason to relax. Alam mo yun, kay hearing Coach Gov Pineda, talagang lock in siya. He really wants it. And if you have a coach or a leader like that, yung mga players, susunod na lang yan.
So that's the first scenario, Pampanga versus Batangas. How about Pampanga versus Bacoor? Speaking of locked in, that Bacoor program basically combined two franchises from last year in Bacoor plus Bacolod, forming a dynamic team, of course, led by James Quecute, Markey, and company. They actually demolished Batangas in game number 1 of their series. In your eyes, or in your mind, do you think that game number 1 of Bacoor was also a big testament on their part as to what they can do if they eventually advance to the national finals?
Oh, you know, picking at the right time, they're already picked, but they're still picking. Itong Bacoor Strikers, basing yung kanilang performance yesterday. Now, if Bacoor Strikers will make it to the national finals, that will be a great matchup. Alam mo yun, sa akin, magandang matchup to from number 1 player hanggang pang-15 player.
Tama. Two of the deepest teams, if not the two deepest teams in the whole of the MPBL in Bacoor versus Pampanga. But again, I'm sure Batangas has something to say about that. Now, for any scenario between those two, just so everybody knows, Pampanga will have home court advantage because they're number 1 in the regular season. Game 1 of the national finals and Game 2 will happen inside the Bren Zigiao Convention Center. If we ever reach a Game 5 as well, then we will go back to Pampanga. But Games 3 and 4 will happen either in Bacoor or Batangas.
So, wow.
That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, because even us, we work hard for this. Alam mo yun, kay watching all the games, alam mo yun, na-excite tayo na may mga teams na maganda yung nilalaro. Pero, okay, now, we're almost there sa finish line. Still, we get entertained by the games.
Well, it's only gonna get better. If we think that tonight presented us one of the best crowds that we have ever witnessed in the history of the MPBL, then one can only imagine how the crowds will be in the national finals. Thank you for joining us in game number 2 for Sidney Crespo, Mika Abisames, and Coach Louie Gonzalez. My name is Mix Gomez, and now we turn you over to our press conference.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mpbl post-game press conference. And we're joined by Pampanga head coach Governor Delta Pineda and best player of the game, Enjo Serrano. Coach, ano yung masasabi mo sa players mo na di talaga sumukot para makuha yung North Division Finals? And also, Coach, this is Team Pampanga's first appearance sa National Finals. Coach?
So, grabe itong binigay sa amin ni Lord. At alam nyo, kanina lumamang ng 22, 23 points. Hindi na rin namin alam. Pero sabi ko nga, huwag tayong susuko at dikit lang natin. Hanggang nung before matapos ang halftime, nakadikit kami. Pagpasok ka ng dugout, guys, huwag kayong give up. Pag lumamang tayo, atin na to, mag-go all the way to. So, nagpapasalamat ako sa mga bata, even yung mga nasa loob, mga nasa labas, lahat, buo yung puso, walang sumurrender. Pati yung mga crowd namin, lahat na nandito ngayon, walang sumuko.
Coach, yung first appearance ninyo sa National Finals?
Masaya po kasi yung mga pinaghirapan po nito mga bata, pinaghirapan namin, nandito kami ngayon, ire-represent namin ang Luzon. At yung saya, blessing, grabe ang saya ngayon. So, ayoko muna hong isipin kung sino yung makakalaban namin for national champion. Bigyan ko muna ng break itong mga bata. Rest muna kami. At focus kami ulit on kung sino man nanalo makakatapat namin.
Encho, congrats. Nakuha nyo na yung North Division Finals. Ano pa ba yung kailangan ninyong gawin? Kasi marami pa kayong kailangan paghandaan for the national finals. Ano yung tingin mo?
Siguro yung mga individuals namin na kung ano yung matutulong namin bawat isa, kailangan namin i-improve. So yun, hindi pa rin kami nakakampante kasi meron pa kaming laban. So kung ano yung mga dapat namin na ma-improve, gagawin namin para i-sacrifice talaga lahat. Kasi onting-onti na lang makukuha na namin. So hindi kami mag-give up. Yun nga yung sinasabi ni Coach Gob na huwag kami mag-give up. Every time na meron dumarating na mga pagsubok sa amin, magtulungan lang kami. So yun.
Encho, ito, in-outscore mo ang buong San Juan ng fourth quarter, 11-6. Talk about ano bang naging motivation para mag-take over sa fourth quarter?
Actually, sobrang hirap kasi sobrang sama ng first half ko. Inisip ko lang kanina kasi nga, yun nga, nung first half, nag-aaway-aaway na kami kasi hindi ako nakakapag-deliver na maayos, hindi ako makapasa kay Balti. Tapos, yun, kinausap ko si Balti, sabi ko, bigyan niya akong pagkakataon na malid yung team namin kasi lahat naman kami gusto namin manalo kami, tsaka maganda yung magawa namin. So, yun, nag-usap kami kanina nung after ng first half na magtiwala kami sa bawat isa and yun, magtulungan kami.
So, Collar dyan, go, nga, 25-6 fourth quarter. So, ano yung napag-usapan nyo nung before the fourth quarter? Kaya,
Ano yung fourth quarter natin?
25-6.
Naka-6 lang ba ang San Juan? Hindi ko na nakita yun
Yeah. Pero ano pag-usapan nyo nung fourth quarter? Kaya ito nangyari to?
Actually, totoo yung sinasabi ni Encho. Medyo, nung first quarter, medyo gulo kami. So, sabi ko nga, especially itong fourth quarter, tulungan muna tayo. So, nagpalitan tayo sa ball screen between Liwag, Balti, and Chona. So, same play with what we did with Caloocan, with what we did in Marikina. Ito yun.
Correlate lang kay Balti kasi nga nung although yan medyo di kaganda yung numbers pero 7 assists. So for center 7 assists. Talk about letting Balti play the facilitator this time.
Ano ang stat ni Balti?
7 assists. 14 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists.
How many rebounds?
19.
Points?
14 points, 19 rebounds, 7 assists. Talk about Balti playing the facilitator this time, 7 assists.
Sinabi, malinaw na usapan namin ni Balti before pa kami nagpunta rito na
For sure, double siya.
siguradong ang game plan na kay Balti. So, you need to trust your teammates. So, ayun naman, ay deliver naman niya.
Sir AG, sir, ano yung masasabi natin sa performance ng team natin ngayon na mula doon sa pagkakalubok ng first quarter, biglang nakabawi, nakabalikwas? Ano yung unang reaction niyo nung lumalaro sa first quarter at saka itong later part of the game?
Alam ko yung siyempre yung San Juan lumaban sila so ginawa lang namin ang best namin na makabalik sa game. Throughout lamang sila
16, 7 assists.
Gov, hello, Gov. Gov, number 1 seed kayo sa North and wala pa kayong talo sa buong playoffs, panay sweep, quarterfinals, semi-finals. How do you look forward sa national finals with a bigger pressure and challenge to win ito?
Definitely a big pressure for us kasi first time kami lalaban ng national champion pero still, God blessing, more prayer from the Kapampangan. Tiwala ko sa mga kasama ko, sa mga players ko. I think magbibigay kami ng magandang laban.
Gob, yung first game ng national finals will be in Pampanga. Ano yung i-expect ng mga Kapampangan at saka itong mga aficionado ng Mpbl?
Na-expect po ng Kapampangan na maraming hindi makakapanood dahil sa puno ng gym nito. Grabe po to, sigurado punong-puno po yung court natin. Na pag-aralan na ho namin kung paano ma-maximize ang tao sa loob. Pero regarding sa kalaban namin, wala muna akong gustong pag-usapan. Break muna kami. At manood muna kami kung anong labanan nila.
Speaking of that crowd, yun nga, napansin ko, yun nga, sabi mo isang araw, magdadala kayo ng mga crowd dito. Yun nga,
Pero home court advantage yung beauty dito. Check 1 2.
Right.